Hi guys, this is Rocky. I'm joined with Elmo. Tonight we're going to be casting the Season 19 Intermediate Grand Finals between Sad Boys versus Salt Free Gaming. How do you think this game's going to go, Elmo?
Well, I haven't actually seen any of these teams play before, but from what I've heard, Yui's team very strong.
Quite strong?
MG champions.
Yeah, Yui's apparently quite a good player.
Yui, obviously well-known gamer around the world, playing Scout for Jasmine T now on the Roma.
He's been demoted to Intermediate since then, and he's playing Demo, is that correct?
He's Roma.
Oh, Roma,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
do you know...
kicked from Jasmine back into Intermediate.
Right, do you know any of the other players on his team?
No, I know Lau, but I'm not sure he's played for before. The rest of the team, I think, are just all his friends. Well, I do see a fair few familiar players like Pame, former Prem Scout, Wigan, Catfish on PH and Div 4 when I was in it. Not sure what else they've been doing. I think Saltfree's been around in Intermediate for a while now, haven't they?
I think they have. I recognise a few other players. We've got Pudding, aka Apple, on the Scout. Not too sure much outside of that.
Drad as well as a former top gamer, mainly on Demo. Like he was an IM for a little bit. I'm pretty sure in other top teams is Demo.
Yeah, pretty crazy game.
A lot of talent in this intermediate game.
And we should be playing... What maps are we doing tonight? We're doing Process, and then Granary, and then
Process,
Snakewater.
Grand Snake. Fairly sure Yui's team would have been the top seed. So Snake and Process their pick.
Yeah.
It seems interesting. Yui would be their star player, I'd presume. Picking Process. As a roamer yourself, you're not the fondest of Process, are you?
No, I think it's
an interesting
pretty hard
pick.
to... Yeah. It'd probably be one of the more closer maps, if any, I'd imagine. Since Granary and Snakewater are quite good for roaming. So, do you have a score prediction in mind?
I'm still going to say Yui's team to win both maps. Say 5-2 Process, 5-1 Gran.
That's pretty clean.
What about you? Who are you thinking about, mate?
Well, all the statistics have been pointing towards something like that.
So the Sad Boys to win it for you as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Seems like some of them are having some ping problems currently. Lau was just at 600 pings. Hopefully that'll go down. We can get our 12 in the server and begin soon.
Yeah.
Both teams do seem to have pretty strong teams, like filtering in and actually going to the correct class. Pame on one of the soldiers, probably Roma. Drought on Scout with another noob known as Red Hawk on the other Scout, which will be a large weakness likely. Not that bad, bit of a joke that one, but
I think Red Hawk's not that bad.
That probably is the weakness. Wigan's been playing Demo for a fair few seasons now, so I think he'll be solid.
Yeah, he's improved substantially, from what I've seen.
Do you know much about Twig, Rem, or the other guy with the anime avatar with the long name?
They all have anime avatars, eh? Nah,
yeah,
I'm not familiar with these players.
No, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they go. Obviously, they haven't done too badly since they're in the grand final, but be wondering if it's...
Who are we waiting on for the red team?
I'm not sure. Red Hawk was telling me before that they're having some roster problems. Like, they only have 4 of their main today, and 2 subs with him being one of them, so that'll likely impact how well they do, and was part of why I predicted the Sad Boys to come out ahead because of their roster troubles.
Yep.
Although it is a bit hard to feel sympathetic for them, because I heard they forced the other team to play with 5 in their semi.
Oh, that's pretty dog.
Although I think that might have been because as well Pingu was not the most organised or nice captain. Don't quote me on that.
Sexual tension.
Maybe a bit of sexual tension with Salt Free.
Not so salt-free, I suppose. We've got putting on the sniper at the moment. That player's been practicing sniper a lot lately.
What, is he a Highlander sniper or just scout?
Both, I believe. Now playing.
I don't think Yui is banned from sniper in intermediate or not.
Yeah, and scout.
I'd imagine so, right? Yeah. Well, scout.
And demo.
I thought was obvious. He wouldn't be banned from demo, would?
I think he would.
Does anyone else in this game have a
Prim experience?
Yeah, Prem ban, like they can't play their Prem class.
I doubt anyone else has a Prim ban now.
Because Drought was like really, really good when he was playing, but I'm not sure if he had ever ban anymore.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see who their 6 is, since it does look like they have roster trouble. Hopefully they can get their core in.
Yeah, I'm not sure who it is. No.
Yeah, don't know enough about their roster. Their main people are in like Catfish, Drag, Payne, Wigan. I'm pretty sure I've played all season. Red Hawks the sub.
Yep. How much do you know about Twig? Who'll be playing Pocket?
Yeah, I know nothing about it. That's why I'm surprised that he's pocketed like Yui is on Roma. You'd think Yui would, obviously the most experienced player on the team, playing at LAN, although not as Soldier, obviously.
Yui is very capable of playing all classes at Prem, though. So I think Roma is like the class we have
he'd want
at
to
least.
take control of his team.
Potentially.
I'm assuming that's a Wigan and Catfish have played for a fair while now. Going to be part of their combo, I think. With Payne, although both their solis have played a fair amount, like Payne obviously Prem Scout as well, and I think a bit of Roma in Prem.
Yeah. It wouldn't be surprising if Yui was still doing some calls despite being on the flank.
Apparently I've been informed by one of my sources that Yui does call still from Roma.
That's crazy,
So it'll be interesting to see how that works.
Who's his flank counterpart? Is it Pudding?
As the scout with him?
Yeah.
I mean, no idea. Still don't actually know. Is that his actual the other scout on his team? I can't imagine it is, right? These admins are get in on that change. I still imagine that they'd be a lot stronger than the other one, no matter which scout. Obviously, Yui and his friends, I think, are known for being pretty strong MG players. They also have Raptor, who I was versing earlier in MG on their roster, and he's a pretty godlike MG player. I'd imagine most of their team would be strong DM players.
I see pretty much all of them
learning comp a lot.
I see pretty much all of them commit to practicing their sort of fighting mechanics. We're looking at the in-game chat.
Yeah, they're a bit.
Late 6.
According to our former admin Red Hawk, they want Obla to Merc.
Oh, that's probably not a good idea.
Interesting decision, yeah.
I don't remember the last time there was an admin who was good at the game.
6 is on the way. Well, that's harsh, man. Yauch is an admin, man. He was in Prem, wasn't he?
I mean, technically. I'm kidding, of course. He's just come in. Is it Dork?
Dork was in... He was in Prem, wasn't he, with a Bender? Were they in Prem? I'm pretty sure they were in Prem.
I'm not sure that was my time period, Elmo.
You're busy being banned and in MG, weren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
I think it looks like Dork's heading on Scout, so if he's on the flank, that should help stop Yui from rampaging and his Scout partner from rampaging too hard if it's with Payne.
We'll definitely have to keep an eye on the flank. It's probably going to be a more interesting side of the map.
I feel like that's where it'll be won. If Yui can overpower his counterparts, then there's not much they can really do. If he just out-DMs them,
Just
it's likely they'll have to be passive.
harassed.
try not to go for too much, just keep Yui in check.
Yeah. Obla getting quite annoyed with the teams. He wants them to start very soon.
Yeah, it's some Asia Fortress drama, is it?
Are you saying that because Obla's Asian?
No, I just mean, as in like Asia Fortress, just have all your trouble with your subs, can't get the game going, making the admins mad. Just want to see some TF2. Don't want to have to start talking about our favourite colours, you know?
You don't like the drama?
No, you just want to see TF2, man. You don't want roster drama, you don't want player drama. Oh, is that already up?
It is. We're gonna be watching the rollout to see which demo gets there first.
Which one are you watching? Wigan? Or?
I'm on mid at the moment, just seeing which one approaches.
On.
Yeah. Both very slow.
Like yauch is still having some lag troubles, might be why he was taking a while to get in.
Paim extremely aggressive, causing a distraction. He dies instantly.
Yeah, this is going really bad. Wigan is dead instantly. Dork's managed to pick up a frag, but they've been forced straight out.
It's pretty shocking by the red team there. Way overcommitting.
That's really, really poor from Paim. He has to be quicker if he's doing that rollout.
Yeah, they definitely overcommitted way too much, got isolated, blue team, picked them off and then just pushed convincingly across. And then we see the sort of limbing action as the red team just tries to rush towards the blue medic one by one, which is not a thing to do, you have to commit. Let's see if they take the super straight in.
No NG for red team either, which is going to be really tough for them.
It's a pretty big mistake. They should have a gun.
Only a sniper on defense, unless he gets a godlike headshot. Onto blue med, this is going to be a really tough hold. Looks like they're going to be pushing in from lobby here with F all that.
It's a pretty desperate one-sided defense at the moment. They've got no presence on the other side of the point. Wouldn't be surprised if blue just straight up caps.
They're doing it.
Yui running around with no ammo. Oh god.
That was so lucky.
Is luck a word for it, man?
I think in the end, the main problem is they let them get too much cap time at the beginning. Like they were winning that whole time. They just let them trickle on over and over.
I was convinced that blue were going to fail it. And
yeah, it looked like it. Pudding
up.
died before the actual fight. Like Paim got a good frag on him. But then they just kept throwing onto the point over and over and over again.
Yeah,
eventually they managed through. Yeah.
Do you notice how Yui ran out of ammo?
Did he and ran out to his equalizer?
Escape plan, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are paused. Not sure why. We did see Lau came a lot sooner in.
Dork has been lagging this whole time.
Oh, has he?
He's on 150, yeah, he's 150 ping. And might be why he's trying to fix his net as well. He was so slow to come in. He isn't great considering they're already 1-0 down here after 2.5 minutes.
Well, on this mid-fight at least, we see that Lau came in and hit Wigan for a massive amount of damage. I wouldn't be surprised if Yui goes straight for the red demo off that call.
Yeah, Yui's pretty quick. He didn't do the quick roll up, but
he's definitely a Tempest.
He's going to be able to jump over on Wigan. Wigan on 70 already. Should be able to get the pack, so he might survive one rocket.
Yeah, potentially. He might just take self-damage and die. Paim is doing the fast rollout, so I wouldn't be surprised if he just goes straight for the opposing doom man instead of defending Wigan.
I'm not sure if that's a great idea though. Like, is he fast enough? I guess Wigan... Lau is going straight for that pack, but the last time he went for the quick rollout, they just got absolutely pounded. And yeah, I just got told Dork has lagged out a bit. So hopefully he can fix that up. Get back in.
I get the impression that Paim is just going to overextend. Because he's flying through the air at a high speed at the moment. You can't tell it, but he is.
Yeah, not that much to say about the last round apart from they just overextended way too much before last. Like they went for everyone all in at mid and then all in at second trying to force. They still did a pretty good job at last, but didn't defend the point for long enough.
You noticed how their force was really bad at second where they brought in like the Scar and then jumped the Roma? You can't like do that one
they didn't
by one
time
stuff.
It well.
No.
I think it was just they had so many people die at mid that it was like respawning over and over. trying to do it like that rather than coordinated.
They definitely could have forced a pop. They also needed to build a gun or get some sort of like strong defensive lineup. Like I would have liked to see an engineer, of course, or even a heavy, maybe even a pyro. I think like a sniper.
Yeah, I feel like if they just had the NG there, they would have stopped it enough. Like they would have stopped people getting to the point straight away, and that would have been enough for the hold, considering
absolutely
how well they did. Like they ended up making it like a 2v2 right at the end that they probably would have won had the cap been
having just a
bit more
sniper
time.
is a bit of a desperation sort of situation, in my opinion. Like the likelihood that you're gonna pull it off, it should be quite low versus a team that kind of, they should be anticipating the sniper. Like it's not often that you're gonna see that clutch headshot that saves the
I think they made sure they Ubered early enough so they didn't get sniped.
Sure.
Well, I think most teams go NG now. I know we've been drilled into us by Paulson
He screams it.
Perma NG at last.
Yeah.
Interesting to only see the sniper off class.
Yeah, would have liked to see a bit more heavy defense.
Yeah, hopefully Dork will be coming back in. I'm guessing this is not making Mr. Obler very happy. They finally got the game started and are back to not playing anymore. Unfortunate.
Any thoughts on how the mid's going to turn out?
I feel like they just need to relax a bit. Like they're just going way too over the top trying to win it in
Hardcore
half
Pearl
a
Harbor
second.
sort of
Yeah,
thing.
so if they make sure Wigan doesn't die inside 2 seconds here, like maybe Payne can just jump top right instead of going full on in on Lau.
I feel as if
And go
Lau
from there.
I know that Lau
Although
would have
Dork
called the
isn't going to
damage
be
on
there,
limit.
is he? If Dork isn't there, they might just run and hold second.
Yeah, they might. I'm not sure if they'll commit or not. They really probably shouldn't if they don't have a scout on the mid. Especially considering how screwed Wigan is at the moment, he probably should just back out servers and go to second. Yeah, Dork apparently lagging extremely bad and has to restart his modem. It would seem there's like been a series of DDoSes lately. In our match, Paulson was getting a DDoS.
Yeah, well, hopefully he restarts his internet quicker than Paulson does.
It's a bit of trivia. Paulson was lagging so badly he had to drive 30 minutes down the road to his
He went
dad's
to
home.
his dad's house to set up his computer again, is why it took 15 minutes.
His dad was asleep as well, so he had to like break in through the back window.
Yeah, well, what that was probably Hertz calling up his boy Royman, getting him on the DDoS.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hello, Yauch. Come to help us analyze the game while we've had our break. What do you think of the first minute and a half of the game? 2 minutes and a half, I'm sorry.
I thought Payne got shut down like basically immediately, and I also thought Rem was very, very lucky to get that cap before he exploded towards the last. But yeah, we are time filler extraordinaires here. We did a fair bit of time filling while Paulson went for a walk down to his dad's house, and yeah, no, there's plenty of historically great time filling we can do. Elmo, what's your favourite colour?
We're not. No.
We're not that far in, mate.
We're not into.
Hopefully, we'll
stage
never
levels yet.
get that far.
Did you guys talk about colours?
That was in an Asia Fortress match. I didn't
you
cast
see
it,
the
yeah.
Asia Fortress game? They had like a 45-minute pre-game because of admin funds.
I would like to preface this that final got delayed by like, I think it was something like a month and a half or something. Like the teams just kept not organising, and it was
Like
kind
a
of
good old
ridiculous.
rewound IM final. That was like a month later because they couldn't find a time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, for anyone who asks why admins are so strict on time policies, it's so that the season doesn't finish 2 months late like Asia Fortress did.
Do you feel
It's
like
a good
being
system.
a league admin ages a person?
That's
Substantially?
why Yosh left already.
Oh,
It's
you
dying.
retired. I see.
Causing him to die, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say, I don't know if it ages you, it certainly takes years off your lifespan.
I mean, I'm on my deathbed. Let's be real here.
Yeah, Foz is.
I knew
He's
the
sickly.
Div 1 admin though, it can't be that bad.
Have you know it's
Are
called
we
Prem
nice?
now? You
Sorry,
guys are.
Premier.
There we go. You got Jasmine have always been lovely. There are other teams that are
lovely
less
team
lovely.
captain named Brutalix. He's a very nice guy.
He was
very
he
well
left,
organized.
He left before I was there, so I do not care about that young
Lucky
man.
you.
He's a very assertive young man.
He certainly knew what he wanted. I mean, power to him for that.
Are we going to have any trickling of awards tonight, Yauch? Any insider knowledge on any of them for
I can-
intermediate?
From memory, everyone who won an award is in the server tonight.
Ooh,
Do
exciting.
people want spoilers?
Do we? Considering
Teasers,
you
maybe.
take so long to actually
Let's
post
go.
them, I think they do.
Well, let's have Twitch chat say who they want the first award to be.
Yeah, so,
Like-
so name a class or
The
most
first-
improved.
Yeah, first one I see, I will list out. And I may lie. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
But
Okay.
yeah, to rephrase, all the players that won awards, I think, are in these teams that are playing tonight. They're not all in the server though, so that should be a bit of a hint to the well-attuned intermediate gamer.
I
No
will.
one else outside that
Salt-free
circle.
gamer.
Okay, I'll do medic because I love you, Wiethoofd, but I'm not going to ignore you because you don't count. You're not.
Yeah,
Twitch
he
chat.
got into
You're
Twitch chat
TF
too
Live.
early.
So, our medic, Yauch, who do you think it is?
If I
Because
had to
they
hazard
may
a guess,
not be in this server.
if I had to hazard a guess, I'd say it was.
No, definitely not Red Hawk, at least.
But yeah,
Hopefully.
No, I was gonna say-
Hopefully.
I was gonna say that our best medic. I don't know. I'm getting a very feminine vibe from this award. I have to say.
Oh, interesting. Elaborate. If you were to spell out this person's name.
Is it Red Hawk?
Very
it'd
slowly.
It'd
Very
spell
slowly.
something along the lines of Catfish is dating her. As we are going back live, we'll give it back to you guys.
So they still are fighting. This is Dork. Yeah, would have Riot gone late. Yeah, so Pame didn't go all in and make it a bit better than War, but they're both Solly's down now. And it looks like it's going to end up like the first mid.
I'd love to
Drats
see
goes
Blue
down.
chase this medic out. Like, Hawk should not be able to escape this.
It doesn't look like they're going to. They're just going to consolidate mid, make sure they take second. Don't want any sloppy mistakes.
Yeah, the scout on the flank distracted them quite a lot. I definitely feel like Blue could have killed the red medic there quite easily and pushed straight to last. Let's see how Red defends. They do have a gun
On
this time. Maybe we'll see an additional off-class as well. No, it would not seem so.
Yeah, that mid didn't go exactly as expected. They weren't as aggressive, but both Sollys did end up getting caught out. They've Ubered in here.
Does Red Hawk not have Uber yet? He just got it.
I think him and his demo separated, so they must have taken a while. But Twig might get the backup here. Oh, they have noticed him. It looks like he will go there.
It would seem that Blue thought that Red had a disadvantage there and they tried to capitalize upon it, but they
Well,
were
they had
not
a
fast
really
enough.
good start. Wigan did die
He did, he was
almost as
super
soon
out
as
of
they
position.
Ubered, but Red Hawk, I'm not sure if he's holding his Uber or he just got it then, managed to like Uber at the perfect time to save the point. And have
Yeah.
they paused again?
Yep.
I feel like if you're going to push in with such a negligible ad, you really need to...
They definitely
Force
needed
the
to do
medic.
that faster and try and force the med.
absolutely.
Like
That's
Door
just-
1, they got an easy frag, but they didn't really get close enough to Red Hawk. Maybe Lobby would have been a better choice to jump straight on him.
Yeah. Even if you get the demo, I don't think it's so substantial, especially if you're going to waste your entire Uber. Well, waste, but use your entire
Yeah,
Uber to do
one-
that, and the gun remains.
One frag, yeah,
Yeah.
for the Uber.
Yeah,
Demo
I'm
man's
pausing
overrated,
now.
guys.
It was loud that timed out in a minute and a half's time.
Fantastic. So we should see Red straight back onto this point. I doubt they're going to deny any forward spawns. Though we'll
Might
see.
get... Oh, they deny.
Just
Twig.
one. We should see Red push. Well, they're
That was the
having a bit
first
of...
pause.
Yeah, they're having a bit of a problem with the pauses. Just
It
seems
does
to be
look
a
like
sort
they
of hold.
wanted to push, but they've been pushed back once again by last spam.
Yeah, I think not pushing was the right call. Blue had
I think
quite
in
a
the end they
strong
should have
defense.
tried to go for it, but yeah, in the end they got pushed back enough that they couldn't get in.
But do Red realize they have Uberad? Like, they should be pushing with it. Because I'm pretty sure
I don't
that...
think they realised there was enough to push on. Blue
No, he just got it, yeah. They could have done it
Yeah,
with about
Blue.
25% or something.
Blue getting theirs just then, and now Red Hawk has his. So we might see a stalemate until Loud times out, then a push straight away.
Do you think we'll just see the eventual player being dumb and dying, or do you imagine a sack will appear?
I'd imagine Yui would want to go for something. He's peaking IT at the moment. Got some rockets on pain, but he's going to fall back.
Very hard to get frags from his position as a mid holder.
Yeah, I think him and Apple are going for it.
We're going to see another pause.
That's the pause in real time. The second pause in real time, as it will be a radio cast for the time being. Yeah, Wiethoofd, our cameraman, is timed out, so you guys are going to need to be extremely descriptive for the moment.
Right,
I see a lot of colours, red and blue. Lots of explosions at the moment. Blue team won.
Yeah, they use Lau's timeout to Uber in, but it has not worked out well for them. Losing both soldiers and a scout. It looks like they're going to lose another scout here, and it just survives, and blue team will be able to easily take second here.
Do you think if blue team kept faster there, they could have taken it to last? Because it seemed like a very belated second cap.
Maybe, but I think their scout's starting to lag now too, just to make it more fun. He's on
And
500, 560 ping for spin. So I think they're probably just going to sit there and wait.
We noticed that Tilt was using the Cal Mangler. What do you think about using the charge to disable a sentry gun before you push it?
But why? Just destroy it, man. Like, it seems so pointless.
Yeah, I mean like an Uber situation, sure, but what if like a non-Uber situation? What do you think?
Most of the time, won't you just get sniped though, you'd think?
I think so, and also leaves you without ammo.
You move too slow, and if you peek around the corner that slowly, most good teams would punish you for that. I don't really think I've ever seen someone successfully use it properly. I know Bender used it for like a whole season and got one meme frag the whole season with it. It's not really worth the less damage it does.
Yeah, such a gross weapon. Wiethoofd having a lot of problems. Yeah, production is having a lot of issues at the moment. I might suggest going to Capping TV.
Yui on Sniper, I guess he isn't a band, gets the medic.
A massive pick, we should see a push straight away.
They've Ubered straight away.
This is disastrous for the defenders.
Only got in the sentry so far, but it does look like they're going to clean up and easily win this. Oh! Wig in with the double scale frag on the point, but it's not enough.
Yeah, just escalated off that mid frag by you.
Need to pressure Yui more. Like, medic was hiding in the corner as far forward as possible to hide, and Yui could still just walk out and easily frag him.
You can't be that far back versus a sniper. You've got to respect
they need a whole lobby. But
yeah, I'll leave.
Red team getting absolutely destroyed, man.
Payne is just dying too early, I think. Like, it wasn't that one of the soldiers, at least, Catfish, died straight away last mid, and then Payne died after him. This mid, Payne again just died.
Yeah, he's kind of playing Roma like I do, where you just jump in by yourself and die, and don't accomplish anything.
That's why you're not best Roma, mate.
Yep.
This time, they are going incredibly forward. Yui tries to get the mid.
I think going forward there was the right thing to do, because Hawk went down really low. Like, if they managed to kill the defending medic, that would have been huge. Yeah,
but now, like last round, they just started to consolidate, make sure they get second. This time they're not going to take second with Drat.
They definitely dropped too many players, and they didn't even bother to cap the point during that time. So they just gave this to Red. Let's see if Red will come in.
Red are trying to. Ubers are even, and they're going to have to back off.
I think if they went faster, they could have done it. They had 2 frags to their advantage.
Yeah, it seems like they play it, either they're just too slow, or they play it safe a fair amount. They don't want to lose their med at all, be forced into bad positions. Like, most of them went full on in last, and the rest of their team kind of just sat out. One scout went forward to cap.
We have our production back, I think. Blue taking a lot of damage in this choke. I'd love to see some sort of, like, sack here. I can't imagine anything else happening, unless someone gets caught out of position.
I think Yui's about to look for something. He does jump in. That's a pretty nice jump. He is right on the meta. He does get the force.
Perfect sack. And he gets a massive flash on them as well. Blue should probably go straight back in here, because Red overextended.
Payne is going something in behind. Oh, but he's going to get fragged by Apples. That's really bad. They've lost Payne and down Uber. And blue aren't even going to have to use here. They're going to have full Uber for last.
I think that's another mistake by red. Like you pretty much have to force the offending medic in this situation and get a gun up, because if he
Pain went
pushes
for
into
the IT. Yeah, Pain went for the IT play, but Pudding or Apples called him out and got the easy kill. And now they're straight onto the point Ubering in. They've only gotten one frag so far, and the Uber's already over.
Extremely annoying. Most like other pirates, yeah.
3v3, looks like blue are going to get forced out. Once again, they just whiff the Uber, they don't get enough kills with it.
I hate to say it, but I think that Pyro may have won that defense. He pushed many people off the point, and it's actually quite an annoying point to jump off if you're not a scout. You have to walk up that
Well, I think
ramp.
the scout just came onto the point without Uber, tried to cap it, and he just died to like stickies, and they had no one to kill the Pyro with, and so the Pyro just dominated them, and then in the scrappy fight they were just able to hold out.
Yeah, I think
They did get Red Hawk in the back play there though, so I think they have another ad.
I
They
can't
are
see
building.
the advantage. How big is it
Yeah,
to
they
the blue
do.
team?
It's about 50%, and
Yeah,
we're
that
about
should
to
be
take lobby,
substantial.
go for another fight. And I don't think Red Hawk's going to be able to get this. They've been building really hard. They're at 65, but they're not going to get it in time. Blue pushing in, door 5. NG moves his gun at the wrong time.
I'd like to see them go a bit faster in this. Are they just letting Red Hook get his charge up? He's not that close to it.
No, they were lucky there that Red Hawk was still 30% away and they're able to move slightly in. He must have only been 5-10 seconds away from it though, but in the end it was a good decision. Played it slowly, got a lot of damage, got the gun down, and then we're just able to Uber in and easily
feel
clean
like,
up for the cap.
Do you feel like Sad Boys weren't contested hard enough? Because they basically just sat on that side and got to walk in without even having to commit Uber.
Basically plays. There was no sniper that I
Yeah.
saw, or at least no sniper that was contesting left. And he moved the sentry at the wrong time and they got instantly destroyed. It's just a bit of a disaster again for red.
Lau forcing the enemy demo back a huge amount on this mid fight.
Yeah, this has gone a lot better for them. Twig dying straight away. And both Solis for Sulfree have managed to survive. Paim cleaning up.
The Red
Sulfree will
Soldiers-
finally have won a mid.
Yeah, did you notice that the Red Soldiers were exchanging the positions quite a lot there, rotating around to like
Yeah, they just made
maximize?
sure they could, like, they stayed alive was the main thing, and in the end Paim was able to clean up. Paim destroying Yui.
A massive midi.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
They did kill the blue
This
medic,
time.
so
They did,
let's see
full
this
time.
Uber.
Only singling here. Interesting choice. Haven't
Catfish
killed
jumping
anyone,
very far ahead
basically.
of that medic, man.
Destroyed the gun. Yeah, they really rushed that. They got a bit excited. They finally had a chance to take her out, and they just completely whiff it. Basically singling the whole Uber through one door. Doing
I think
no
it's
damage.
wrong to definitely take the solo pocket through there because the medic is just too slow. You want a scout to make him run faster, and you definitely need some additional damage from like a demo man or something. I probably wouldn't even want to push him there anyway.
They just rushed it. They didn't look for guns or anything. They didn't wait for their team to cap. They didn't wait for the scouts to get there. They just went.
Yeah, they
made their
didn't
team
check
play catch
what
up.
was happening at all. I think they should have taken the time to go through mid lobby. Just
Yeah. Sad boys. Pushing
Lot of
out with
airshots going
Uber.
on.
Haven't got a lot of kills yet. They're not going to get Red Hawk.
The control point
They are going to push in here to mid with that capping second to go for. It's not going to end well with them. Lau going down.
Wigan just pooping out pipes and colliding with the red team. Oh, the blue team, sorry. Wow, he single-handedly spammed his way back into this second point. Much like Paulson does. We have the Yui bombing in, straight onto the medic.
Oh, and he
His
just
force is
forced him right at
fantastic.
the end.
Yeah.
Does look like Sulfree were about to take the second point again, but not as clean as they'd like. And once again, holding last, they have a Sad Boys have a 60% ad.
I feel like the red team could have pushed up there and checked out the defense, because Yui is definitely their key player, and without him, it shouldn't be that hard to push, surely.
Well, I
if the
think
blue team
they played
snap
really
defenders.
cautious and it still didn't work out for them. They still got forced, so maybe they should have been maybe a bit more aggressive and just left Red Hawk behind with one player. They're going to Uber out again. This time they do get a lot of kills.
Yeah, pretty textbook.
They should be able to take mid off this again. Red Hawk does survive.
Red's information was really bad there. They weren't watching under or lobby at all, so Blue basically got in unnoticed and uncontested, and before you know it, the entirety of SF were dead.
They will have Uber here. They may be trying to defend the point. They're going to have to go quick. They're not going to be able to stop it. Dork's going to run in by himself, likely to die.
I don't understand this.
That is really poor from them. Once again, maybe rushing and trying to hold the point, even though they didn't have time for it. They do Uber in now, though. Once again, the single, or just really slow follow-up. Wigan's going to jump in by himself and die.
Notice how weak the solo pocket Uber is against a retreating team. Like, the medic just isn't fast enough to keep the flash on the jumping pocket. You need a scout or
they're just
man
not
to assist you.
coordinating, like, at all. Catfish kind of just goes in by himself.
We do have the defensive sniper coming in. He has missed his shot, so Blue are aware of him. And they should have a substantial Uber out. Are they going to take it through one? Again?
Yeah, they Uber in through one. They do get it really early. And once again, they haven't really killed anyone. Do have a lot of time on point. Scout's just going to cap it. No, he gets knocked off right at the end. It looks like it's going to be disaster for Sad Boys once again. Oh!
Crazy, but just...
Lau
That
just
scout.
leaves, sprinkles his stickies everywhere, and gets a pipe and dead. Triple kill in an instant, turns the fight.
I thought that was
Once
going to
again-
be a really bad push, but the Scout got so much cap time that they were forced to sit on the point to defend it, and Lau just spammed his heart out. This Blue Soldier is in really far. Is that Yui? Oh, it's the Scout and jumps away. Fantastic.
Once again, Payne just dies. Two
Would
red
need to
players
get out
dying inside the first 5 seconds. Not what wins you games.
Red need to get back even further. A 2-player disad is...
Done fairly well to survive so far, but it does look like Catfish is going to get caught out here. Nice pipe,
Yeah.
but it's not enough to save Catfish. And Payne,
Wow.
huge damage. Manages to trade to and they're still defending this. Really sloppy fight. Dork is going to go down. He does get the force. Oh, but typical Red Hawk play, I'd say.
Red does have an Uber advantage here, and
They
they're
did
just
just they
retreating.
dropped everyone though.
yeah.
Left up. Wigan out to dry there a bit, and they wasted. And now it's only Red Hawk and Catfish. They do get a pyro up. Or Payne just manages to get to the point in time. You're always going to midi Red Hawk. And it looks like him and Lau will be able to clean this up.
That fight was a series of just back and forth. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, Red really didn't want to give up that point, even though it did look like they should have. And then Payne decides, nah, we are not giving this up. Manages to frag too, even it up once again.
Yeah,
But then, after that play, went really bad for Red.
yeah,
Red
and that's
Hawk,
the...
Catfish dying, Red Hawk. Uber's on no one, it's unfortunate. When they would have looked like they had a much better Uber, Red Ubered about 5 seconds before them, but it's not better when you don't have any teammates to Uber.
Yeah,
And then they
it was
just
a
get
silly
rolled to
defense.
last.
I would have liked to see them either retreat or just go straight for the offending medic. And then, like, get back to last. Shall we look at the stats, Armo?
Yeah, and not surprisingly, Yui on top damage, ahead of Wigan.
You might as well be playing
Top
pocket.
frag 15. Then Wigan, solid damage, but
Yeah.
really the Red Scouts got, especially Drat, got pounded a bit. Although I guess he did play a fair bit of Pyro at last, didn't he?
Yeah, he did it quite successfully a few times. I'd like to think that he won a couple of that last defenses, although very little damage on his part, not really contributing outside of that last defense. Yeah, it just seems like the DM just
Well,
pretty
it
much
seems
overwhelmed
that
them.
it seems like in their roles, just all the blue is just ahead of all of red. Just outplayed them generally.
Yeah, I see that too.
+1 blue medic death to 6 red medic deaths is not a good thing for your team. Very hard to win if your meta's dying that much in comparison.
Yeah, I would like to think that Red Hawk or the combo weren't really respecting how vulnerable they were when they were losing a lot of their fights. You definitely just need to get Hawk out ASAP to the kind of like salvage a last defense. And we're going on to the next map. Do you think this is going to be another 5-0?
Well, I want to see what positives they really had there. They won one mid, the mid that Pame and the other soldier didn't die instantly. And the only real positive you can get from that is that they actually nearly held a few lasts, and they did hold a couple. They just sloppily lost, so maybe if they can consolidate some of those lasts, they might not get smashed as hard. I'm not sure where they're going to get the win from, though.
It definitely feels like SF's mids are highly uncoordinated, and I'd like to think that Granary is a lot more volatile as a mid compared to something like Process. A lot more absurdity can happen, so I wouldn't be surprised if Blue's superior coordination just walk over Red. And we'll just get players into the game.
This map probably works a lot better for the double soldier aggression, though. I remember ONS had a really strong rollout that mainly involved both soldiers just full on jumping into the death corner and causing havoc, allowing the rest of the team to steamroll. So it'll be interesting to see if they continue with the super soldier aggression from Pame, especially.
Yeah, but it's also that way on the other team. Like Yui and Twig are very familiar with this map. Predictions. I feel as if it's going to be a 5-0 or a 5-1.
Yeah, I'm going to change my prediction from 5-1 to Sad Boys to 5-0 to Sad Boys.
Wow, complete whitewash then.
Hopefully Salt Free can find their form and manage, but it is always tough if you're only a 4-core with two subs, especially when one of them is a 150 ping lagger on Scout.
Yep, they misconfigured the server. We have it now. We should see it ready up any second.
Thanks Obla.
Thank you, Obla Glenn.
Going live.
Who are you watching this mid?
Once again, I think it'll just be interesting to see who's managed to hit the mid first, because at the first mid on Process, Wigan died instantly due to Lau's superior rollout, so
absolutely.
It'll be interesting to see, especially on such an important rollout map. And Lau absolutely crushes him in the end.
Totally. And he gets a massive sticky or two onto Wigan. Wigan should have to retreat here. Let's see if Blue capitalizes upon it.
Both solids not as aggressive as I expected. They fall way too early and get absolutely pounded in the middle of the...
It definitely felt like, Pame goes for the desperation play, or 1 millisecond and he would have got a rocket on rim there.
I think just, they took position, but then they just fell off it. 2 players died just falling straight off the crate.
Do you notice how they
went for the YOLO play?
Yeah, they totally just stuck to the crate and got sandwiched and stuff between them, and just took way too much collateral. Let's see this last push.
Redhawk nearly has 1% away. Can he actually heal someone? Get it, Redhawk.
He shouldn't have had to pop there.
He panics, just gets it and panic.
So Blue really coming out on top of this, or at least they should do, because of that desperate pop by Red
Well, it's
Hawk.
going to be really hard for Red to try and defend this. Although Lau has taken a lot of damage. Drider's going to go for the desperation play. Manages to survive for a bit, but he does go down.
I felt like it was working quite well for Red there until they lost their player. They were holding that aggression really powerfully.
Just went for it and it didn't work out for them. And now have to fall back. Not going to get that cap.
During this time, Rim has been hitting a lot of crossbows. Let's see if they just go straight in.
Yeah, they will. They have at least a 30% ad here.
Yeah.
Not using early, holding it might be a mistake. Redhawk is still 20% off. And it does look like he's going to go down. This is going to be an easy victory for Blue. No, they've been crushed.
Yeah.
Even with the full ad once again.
I really feel like Blue far too restrained with the Uber there. They could have muscled back the defenders and gave the scout or whatever presence to cap. So pretty bad milking there, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that they didn't really need to. They could have just gone straight in for the frags. Didn't really need to hold.
Pretty much.
Let anyone die.
Drake going for a sneaky, gets slammed. That should be enough for blue to defend now.
Yeah,
Although
they'll definitely be able to hold mid, as Red Hawk did die, and it's basically even Ubers. Blue does look like they're going to go pushing through garage here, peeking it a bit.
They should be able to make a break. They've noticed how far back the demo is.
Through. Wigan hasn't been watching. That's a mistake. Payne through drop down or just go down. Nice pipes from Lau. Saves himself.
That was such an uncontested break, wasn't it? They just got him for free.
No, Wigan just wasn't watching when he needed to.
No stickies either, I don't think.
And now they're just going to roll on in and push them out.
Sad boys are. It's ridiculous. That's completely exploiting Red's lack of a flank.
Yeah, Payne really need to like, I think just relax a bit like a mids, just calm down, make sure they can't just walk in.
You can see
going
Yui
down made stairs completely uncontested and that combo just walked in.
Totally. You can see Yui wants to take this room, he's going for some sort of sack. I would think.
Once again, Payne just walking in too far. Yui will just survive there. And Yui will likely just go for a play while they're one down again.
Yep, we should see it. It'd be the right thing. I don't think they... Are they pushing? They bloody well shouldn't. Yui...
Oh, and Dork, huge headshot on... They just... Dork hadn't been really hitting much, so I guess they hadn't been respecting the sniper, but Medic walked down and he gets absolutely pounded there.
Did you see where the sniper's from?
He was just back right spawn in the typical spot. They need to be careful not to get back capped here. Yui does get the force. No one is going for the back cap.
At least he got the force though.
Yeah, he did get the force slap. Yui go down, so...
Probably quite sloppy on SS part. They shouldn't really be getting forced.
They still might be able to get mid here.
They should do. 2 spawners only just now and Yui is dead. Red should be able to take this quite uncontested.
More blue team lagging from their scout. Will be hard to contest.
Yeah, spin.
That was a good force play from Yui, but at least Salt Free made and took the advantage there and made sure they took mid.
Should it be an advantage to the blue team because of that? I feel like it should
it's
be.
Even Ubers still.
Oh yeah, negligible. So we'll just see some sort of stalemate until someone stuffs up or some sort of force.
Imagine Red managing to not lose the round in the first 5 minutes will help with their confidence. Although
oh my god, they're just coming in.
They're just coming in. Believe in themselves. It's a typical old Jasmine play, just going in, believing in your DM.
The power of friendship.
Hasn't worked out so far. Getting crushed, Yui dying instantly. Spin down as well. And that's being pushed out here completely. Another pause.
We do have a pause. I really felt like Red were losing that because they just basically let blue in for free. But Rem yet
I still think they managed to take high ground. Like Yui jumped high ground and got pounded for it. And then it was just traded Ubers, but Red were all over them.
Yeah.
Blue still really did. They got in, but didn't really take good positions after Yui died. Spin just died as well.
Totally, and I'd like to think the Uber was probably a bit belated on blue. They probably needed to be a bit more. If they're going to go for that sort of even, trade, they have to be a bit more aggressive with it. You can't just sit around in an inferior position and just take damage, or else you're going to lose.
According to our Red Hawk, medic for Salt Free Gaming, Wigan has become overexcited and has gotten a nosebleed from this game.
Wow.
So hopefully we'll be able to fix that up and we'll be able to resume.
A bit of menstruation.
What again?
Gosh. I empathise, I've had it a few times.
Yeah, but this is really not good for blue team. If they can maybe pick up Dork early here, they might survive, but Wigan is coming in behind him as well. And Catfish and the Med aren't too far behind. This could end really badly for them.
Twig should be jumping away. What he should really be doing is trying to stop the red opponents at any cost.
Stalked yet.
Well, they're frozen, so his team should be telling him.
Well,
right?
I mean, obviously he probably noticed now, but when he bombed... Although this isn't actually when the pause is, remember, so he might just jump away. Hopefully Apples has noted and will be able to pound Dork. Otherwise, Lau could go down here. He's only on 113 health, 2 good shots, and he'll die straight away. And with Wigan backing him up, this could be end poorly for the sad boys.
I'd like to see the red team go straight for the blue medic. I wouldn't really mind if the blue demo died here.
Well, I'd imagine Lau at least will die here.
He should do.
You have to be hit huge damage to live. and they can't really waste time with Catfish and Hawk not too far away from Death Corner after trading.
Sad Boys need to commit to stopping these offending red players and make sure they just get their medic out, and putting escorting ring should be enough.
Like you said, if Twig has realised what happened, they could just instantly kill Dork and then bully out Wigan and they might survive.
Yeah, they have to prioritise getting their medic out here. I think it's the only real thing that matters. Although, I wouldn't be surprised if Lau's death led to red
If
pushing.
Lau dies, they could take second here. Yui and Spin should be up by that point though, I'd think. So if they can bully the flank once again, it might not be that simple to take second for Salt Free.
Yeah. What do you think about these even situation pushes where it feels like Blue are just pushing out of confidence, even though they really shouldn't be?
I mean, when they're doing that well, it's probably not that bad to like just go for it, you know? Like you feel that high on confidence that you think you could win those, and you have been. They basically won. Oh, move on, pause. Oh, Red Hook does die.
Yep.
Lao
Blue mid
survives.
goes down.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, they're all down. Basically perfect. Like Wigan did die in the end, but they got everyone else they needed to get.
I don't think they should
Yui
have everyone
up on
capping
Engie.
here.
Yui up on Engie. His gun's gonna go down. He's gonna swap. Sniper? Sulfree
Yeah.
just gonna walk in here. That was absolutely perfect for Sulfree.
That's pretty much
Managed to
decided by
absolutely
the
clean
call.
up everyone.
It's pretty much decided by the courtyard fight.
Cleaned up everyone. Basically got a free second, and in the end, since they got every single player, free last as well.
Sorry to say, but your predictions gone out the window, Elmo.
I should have gone for my earlier one. Underestimated my boys Sulfree Gaming. Sorry, Pame
Trust your gut.
and Red. Well,
Pretty
quick once
reserved at the
again,
moment.
but got pushed back.
Just defensive
Yui's really
positions.
anyone forward. Sulfree kind of going for the same mid, go left. And maybe this is where they had someone timed out for Sad Boy. Yeah, Hawk absolutely getting pounded though. Yui.
Red had
It's
just
not a complete
superior
disaster.
positioning, didn't they? But Yui, realizing that his team was losing, and went straight for the medic, and what's his name, Rim, just succumbing to that Asian invasion.
Yui once again doing really well though to make sure it's not a complete disaster for his team. Although they lose mid, they should be able to hold second and have even oob. Rap came in for Spin due to Spin lagging, I assume.
Oh? Yeah, I suppose so. You
I haven't really seen much
this
of
player.
Raptor apart from, like I said pre-game, he's a top tier MG soldier. Not sure if he's on your level Rocky or if you've seen it before, but interesting to see how that translates to a scout DM
Oh,
and
no need to
scout
fight
play.
me. Let's see how Salt Free try and push this. Payment is up top, he's very close. Are Blue relinquishing the position? Let's see if Red just gets in here uncontested.
Or Apples goes down. No Ubers yet for either team, and it looks like Sulfree will just take it easily.
That's a pretty
Putting Yui down as well. They're just going to walk straight in, looking for the point while they have two players add. Raptor, not a great start for him dying before the Ubers are even exchanged.
Blue getting forced very early. This is going to ensure that the respawners aren't nearly as relevant. Wow. Wow. So, Sad Boy is pretty much letting in Salt Free there. Just waltz into the second point and capped it.
Just waltz in, lose one, then lose Yui as that fight ended. Then Raptor dies as well before the Ubers, and so they're 3v6 before Ubers are even exchanged. An absolute disaster for them once again. And then it's just easy for Salt Free with such
Are they
a
losing
player
the
advantage.
mojo?
I think maybe just overconfidence killed them a bit. And Lau's really low here, but he's not really. Or walks into the stickies.
Look at Red's position, man. It's just 10 times better than Blue's.
Yeah, maybe they're just expecting the same thing as Unprocessed, that Red would just. And Pain would just suicide his life, but they're just playing it a lot smarter on this. Though they have somehow managed to bully them out in the. Dork is on the mid. Oh, he does manage to pick a good play from Dork, saving that mid. Red Hawk is
Red Hawk, can you
questionable.
actually...
Questionable. Is he gonna frag? It does look like he might survive. Raptor is gonna go down here, I think, to Catfish. No, he manages to survive, but doesn't get Red Hawk.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that. Red had just superior positioning, but Blue
I think
just
they're
playing the
over.
heals.
Yeah, they played the heals, and Red just over committed a bit, lost one or two, and allowed Blue to come back in. Really good play by Dork though, getting in behind, keeping his team. But Yui just walks in, forces. I'm not sure why Red Hawk didn't take any damage. Although
It's a
they have
pretty
gotten
pointless
2
Uber.
frags. They did get 2 frags for it and mid, but I'm not sure Red Hawk even needed to use that.
I'm not sure if this these frags are gonna translate to being able to push second though. I think that was a
They are
kind of a
going
worthless
straight in,
Uber.
since Blue hadn't actually capped mid. They have
Yeah,
don't need to worry about forwards, so they can just start.
it is an
start
extremely
pushing
belated
second.
cap though, Elmo. So Blue should be able to come and defend that. And
Yeah, it
Blue
hasn't really worked, but Yui once again going down on the flank.
Wow, look at this. This is crazy.
Yui not having his greatest game so far, dying a lot on the flank. Payment
Really, are
really stepping it up.
The Rim's Uber on the Blue side. They know that he could come in any second.
Yeah, I think they should be confident enough that they'll get theirs and be able to
That's actually
enact
quite
their
even.
plan. Payme's in. How does no one notice him? Oh, Med nearly drops, surviving on 4 health. He does get the force.
I'd like to
And
see
they are
Red
gonna
go
jump
straight back in here.
Lau's jumped in on the med. They do force him. Oh, Lau, huge pipe. Kills his Wiggin. And he's at mid by himself. 4v4. They need to go back and just kill Lau. Oh, but they're going to get fractured. Lau's going to survive, or Lau just goes down.
I don't feel like Red Hawk's team used that Uber very appropriately. They wasted a lot of time killing like
Well, I
players
think
on the outside.
we wanted to hold this, we want to hold this, we want to hold this, and at the last second, Lau jumps in. It's like, oh crap, we're not going to be able to hold this. And Payne gets ramp. That is once again not good at all.
He was
But
going
Yui
for
is
the
on.
medic. Not this time,
Good
surely.
dodging. Oh, he's back on him. 7 health. Oh, he craters on him. He craters on. Red Hawk survives on 7.
Red Hawk absolutely smashed there, but not enough to bring down.
Needed his man treads equipped. Rookie error.
Absolutely.
No man treads. 70% at.
Or a shotgun at least.
Yeah. But that was, in the end, pretty lucky from Salt Free. Poor holding that Uber, but they managed to win the fight with Lau fractured from his team. Managed to just frag him in the end and win out. Payne getting in behind, killing the med, and Red Hook just surviving leads to full ad, pushing last.
Yui has been dying a lot here, and as soon as he dies, they realize that's the key pick, and they start pushing in to the
Yeah, definitely. A
next
lot of
territory.
it's like I think the last 2 rounds Yui's been dead just allowed them to walk in. And that's kind of just led to their downfall. They have huge ad here. They've let.
If Rim dies,
Oh,
fantastic
he does.
shotgun.
Great bomb.
I'd love to see Red just
Rocky
play the
very
heals
happy.
here. Yeah, I am. That's a perfect combo.
Well, they're getting smashed. They have the heals, but it still ended up being a 3v3. Drought surviving.
As
on
long
1
as they get
health.
out, man.
Yeah,
And
they
they
get
do.
out, but that was a full Ubrad push, so that'd be disappointing not converting that into another round.
As soon as that medic died, I would have liked to see SF back off and
Yeah,
play
they
the
could
heals a
have
bit
played
more.
that safe for another like 15 seconds, whatever it is, before the med. They don't need frags, they just can sit back, spam.
Yeah,
But like you
But-
said, they didn't play their heals and it allowed a couple of them to get picked.
they've effectively just refreshed the situation, and we should see what we just saw again, but maybe a little bit better this time. At least
Well,
you'd hope
did they
so.
have an NG last time?
No, they don't. This time
Raptors
they
up
do.
on NG. Building it back. A bit out in the open here. I don't think it needs to be that far out to watch the points. That might be a bit of a mistake, allowing them to see it easily.
Do you think the gun's a bit
Yui
too
again
exposed?
dying.
God.
Trying to
Yui.
go for a play.
Let's just see them straight go in again, man. That's the thing to do.
They need to go quick before he spawns to get that extra advantage.
Why do you
But
think they're waiting
a
here?
lot of time. I have no idea. Maybe to try and get the gun. Dork's just going to go to a trap. Maybe they forgot that they killed the man?
No way. Like they... And
Wow.
they knew the demo was on the side as well. They could have easily come in through their left.
But yeah, really
That-
poor. Wasting like a
colossal
30-40% ad, especially after killing Yui. They decide not to go in because Dork dies a few seconds up. Dork is up on Sniper.
We should see an Uber engagement here. Another shocking.
But they're not going to get anything from this unless this is a huge bomb in. Does not look like that's likely. One just gets wrapped as Sentry still absolutely hammers.
The red pocket, or the red medic just really
But Yui's behind here.
overestimating.
Yui's behind. They haven't noticed him. Yui going huge. Lau helping out. Oh, and from what looked like an easy 3-0. Down nearly everyone. Dork going for the glory shot. Not going to work out for him. Looks like Sad Boys are just going to take mid here.
Bit of a domino effect here.
Through behind from, was it drop down? I'm not sure. Killing the med. With Lau's help, killing another player. Yeah, but just being a bit sloppy, forgetting the Ubrads or just not deciding to take advantage. Yui going really
hard
aggressive
on the
here.
flank, man.
Or nearly hits the midi, but not close. Anita's down.
Jasmine Jaden maybe are being a bit too reckless.
Yeah, pretty
map.
unnecessary too. They have 50% out at this point, and they're about to cap mid. Just makes the push harder for them. It does look like Lau still wants to go in here. Oh, and Wigan's really far forward. They have brought Red Hawk to safety, though. Paim behind, likely to die.
He's effectively
he's still
useless
in.
back here. Oh, he's going for the soldier.
Jumped.
That's great.
So,
Wow.
Lau in behind still though. Does look like Dret's gonna figure him out. Yeah, they figure him. And yeah, Yui just dying beforehand, not working out for them. Oh, some
Detected,
solid wall
man.
hacks there by Dork, mate. Easy frag on Yui once again.
They could smell his KFC or something.
And they're not giving bother.
Just being captured.
Just sack with Lau and Yui down.
Gosh.
Assault free
Better.
turning it around, making sure they do not lose around here. Full ad pushing into yard here.
Catfish very confidently walking in, although this is a
not
trademark
jumping.
bad Uber.
Poor Uber. Maybe trying to not use again, but being forced to, and that just let them all escape rather than just trying to get the kills.
If you're going to
do
do that
take-
sort of spontaneous dot push through the door, their medic needs to be closer. The defending medic.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yui pretty low, but so is the flank of Sulfree. Everyone manages to escape, but they've just been able to confidence push here, bully them out, take yard, and now they have the full ad pushing into mid. Yeah, so a lot of sloppy wasted Ubers.
Great trap though. Slows
Apples,
it down.
yeah, Apples goes down. Another attacking team losing a player. I think they haven't been forced here. Pain
Yep.
is backcapping though. No pain
Do
train
Red Team
though.
have Uber? No.
They are going in to stop it. Pain is going to get this if they don't get back quickly. And no
He
one's...
should not cap it.
No, they're going to block. They're blocking it. They're blocking it. Paim's going to get
Oh,
this
fantastic.
easily. Pudding is up though. 1v1 at last for the round. Paim's jumping it. Hitting the rockets. Oh, and he wins it. Paim's done it.
I really thought that
nightmares.
wouldn't be possible without the Uber to stop the point, but you know, the individual players being sufficient enough to give Pain that.
Yeah, they're all throwing
Space.
themselves in, trying to force, just blocking it. Basically putting the whole round on that play.
Pudding missing quite a few too many shots there.
Yeah, both players didn't have their best DM on there, but Pain manages to break it.
Do you see how he shot the floor
Finish
and
him
killed
off.
him?
Yeah, solid shooting the floor. 3-0 to Sulfur.
Blue much more aggressive this
Yeah,
time.
much more aggressive. They're not playing as passive. Seems to be working out fairly well for them.
I'd like to see Twig
But
rotate
Twig
his
does
heels
go
a bit
down.
more.
Wigan's going for... Oh, huge flank by Wigan. Gets the med. 3v3. Both meds down. Really sloppy. Drat just survives.
It's just
Dork
evolved
trading
into a
with
Survivor
that.
DM fest.
Yui in the confident spot. Gets 1, gets 2.
Gets 3.
That's the Yui we're missing.
All floor shots.
Really,
Fantastic.
really close mid. Sad Boy's playing a much better mid. Playing more aggressive.
We have secured.
Yeah.
Didn't get bullied into the corner. Although they did manage to pull it out a bit last mid as well.
Salt free definitely a bit stuck in the Death Valley sort of area. I would have liked to see Twig back off a bit more. It's a hiding player.
Well, Paim's gonna get knocked out. He does manage to trade at least. That's good for them.
Yeah,
Nearly
fine.
got Raptor as well. Pretty unlucky there. It was a good hiding spot. Maybe
I'd
could
like
have
to see a
waited a
priority
little
on
for it.
forcing the blue medic though, to be
Yeah,
honest.
maybe could have waited for that. I don't think he needed to get for that play. That didn't see him. Just call it and let him move on.
Totally.
Putting a
Wiethoofd
lot of
does not have
pressure
Uber
on
quite
here.
yet. I think Blue's taking their sweet time about this.
I don't think they've realised because both meds went down at mid. Wiethoofd does have it now, and Blue's been pushed back out.
I feel like Rim should anticipate that he has an ad because he's much more prone to using the crossbows than Red Hawk, I think.
Yui going down once again. Was he going for a play there or he just got picked going behind by Paim or something?
Wow, this back cap is gonna...
Paim, this is
Force them to
hopeful.
come
I think
back.
he's just trying to make some room with the Ubers being traded out at second.
This is
Go,
fantastic by
Catfish
Paim.
gets a twig, yeah. Catfish taking out the combo here. Oh. What, door?
Pretty boring Uber trade, but it's really interesting how Paim pretty much brought the entirety of Blue back single-handedly.
Dork and Wigan are doing a good job here.
Yeah.
The smart play, bring his team back, but then his team forcing Catfish absolutely dominated the Uber, making them multi and smashing the pocket and demo.
I feel like
then
Blue
Dork
committed
cleans up the-
too many players to stop Paim's back cap. Like, if you bring 2 or more
Well, I
players
think
back,
Yui
he
died
succeeded.
was the problem, wasn't it? And so it was once again 5v6.
Yeah. Wow, I really didn't think that Red would be so
Red
comparatively
have been
dominant.
a lot stronger on this map, surprisingly considering how absolutely pummeled basically they were on process. Much more their type of map maybe. I guess it was their pick compared to Yui trading out with Paim and the Uber in here. Problem is they haven't brought anyone in. It has worked out fairly well for them.
This medic has to be forced,
He is
and,
gonna
the-
get forced.
and Hawk
Oh.
needs to get out here.
Wow. Does force in here.
This is fine.
This might be a
Wiethoofd has
problem
a-
though for them. Drak going for the back cap. They are getting spawners, but they're not going to get there in time. Oh, just into another back cap. Getting PTSD from
Did you
seeing
miss
all
his
these
jump
back
there?
cap.
It looked like he didn't land on the point.
I think, yeah, he did.
I can't believe it can go from like a 5-0 to a 0-5.
Yeah. It's going to be the reverse clean sweep for Salt Free. 8 minutes the actual time. Not sure how pauses work with that for them
Does
to
that-
do it. Them to do a TCM, turn this around. Once again, Solis are taking high ground. Lau goes down. And it looks like Sad Boys are going to come out on top here.
I
Paim
really
going
would have
down.
liked to. As soon as you notice that Lau died very early on that fight.
Yeah, Lau
as soon
going
as it
to
happened,
die and they still wanted to fight it.
yeah, like you should back off and respect your enemy when you have that. Potentially back off and respect your enemy when
Well, I
they
feel like
lose
I
those
think
sort of
maybe
players.
at this point they feel like they have to win that mid or they don't have time to keep going. Like they just
Oh, yeah.
started to play
That's a
it. They
great
did
point.
get a frag straight away and it worked out for them in the end. They didn't get Red Hawk, but with the time remaining, I think they just have to stay in and fight. If they don't have time to like, oh, we'll play it safe, boys, not contest
I'd love to
this
see
with
Hawk
any-
have a scout with him or something here, so they can pursue this Uber Desad a lot more appropriately.
Twig going
Yeah, this is
maybe
pretty
a
good.
bit too aggressive with Lau. Or good frags though by the Blues. Finishing off Red Hawk, getting him behind, pretty sloppy there, letting them putting smart play once again.
It's such a horrible place to try and engage an Uber from, if the... Because you have to like commit so much Uber just to force them.
Yeah, but like I said, maybe they just feel like they need that time.
I would have like, yeah, but you can do it other places. Like, it's never really going to turn out in your
Yeah.
favor.
Yeah, and in the end, there's basically no change situation. Red Hawk hasn't been healing though. No, but neither has Rem. They're just gonna have to go straight in here. They basically have to win this round in the next minute to have any hope. Even then, it's gonna be hard. They're just trying to break through here. Wigan Again, not a great hold on second. He's just going to back out, let them take yard. Hold second, play it safe. They don't need to go for anything at this point.
It would
Have it in
seem
the bag
that
if they
the blue
play
combo
safe.
are changing their sort of initiation push.
Yeah, I feel like they're going way more aggressive, not waiting for Yui to play it.
I like
Yui-
the Z push a lot more than... Oh wow. Dog just cleaning up.
Cleaning up.
Will he get the 4K?
A huge... Oh,
5K. Absolutely
someone
ridiculous.
clipped that, boys. I wasn't watching Dork, but that looked pretty great.
I had the pleasure of seeing that.
5k from Dork. Cleaning up after the pain frag on Yui, using that space to absolutely dominate the after Uber. Yui going for the desperation, going his main, spy.
He's backing off actually.
Backing
Even
off,
more time
backing
being
off.
spent. I really don't see how Sad Boys can recover from this. Granary's just too long
Going
enough.
his actual main, sniper.
I don't even know what he means, to be honest.
Yeah.
Alert. Our control point.
He did hit a nice headshot that won them around earlier, and they do get the force at second before they've capped.
A
They
pretty
really
bad
can't do
force, to
anything.
be honest.
They do force
I mean, a
them,
good force.
but it was, I guess it's bad for Salt Free, but like,
Yeah.
the onus is on Sad Boys at this point. What a Salt Free care? They're not going to do
True.
anything.
True.
Sad Boys don't have the Uber yet, quite.
Still, I think they could have retained that Uber and maybe just turtled, which would probably be the thing to do. Oh well, blue has to come to them, so red should try and punish this sort of inevitable offense. I say that and they just get
There
completely
we go,
fucked.
Yui and Putty
Alert.
in the 2-for-1. Wigan going down. This is not great.
Our last control
Oh,
point
back
has
up, back up! No, no, he didn't! He didn't! Oh my god. He didn't.
Wow.
5-0 clean sweep, triple back up. Wow,
Wasn't
just
there
like
a-
us, Rocky.
A series of games recently? Yeah, we're like
Yeah,
backups.
series of games, I remember, yeah. Backups on maybe this map, you know?
Who's
couple.
responsible for the flank, Elmo?
I don't know, a certain Roma I thought was told
Yeah,
to hold last.
normally the
Maybe
Roma's
the,
in charge of that.
yeah, maybe a certain Roma for both teams should have been holding last.
Yeah, well, when you get rushed by 3 fucking opponents, it's a bit tricky, okay?
Wow, that was unexpected.
Okay,
Kill them all
so
if you had a shotgun, right?
Reverse clean sweep.
if we saw a 5-0 and then a 0-5, does that mean we're going to see like an even score on the next map?
Yeah, I think my prediction is going to change to like a 4-all with our 20-minute golden cap, which could go to whoever. I have no idea at this point, to be honest. Dork going absolutely huge. 29 kills. That is amazing on Granary for a 25-minute scout game.
Yeah, that's freaking
Top
ridiculous.
fragging by 11 more kills. That is incredible game from Dork, carrying.
Notice
Yui
that
as
Lau
well on
Yui,
the opposite scale, going 12 for 21 in comparison to his dominant top fragging performance last map. was
see how they
really-
did so much more damage, but I think it was just the coordination was just so much worse. And Red just punishing them and having
Damage
just
is
way
about
better
the
pushes.
same, about like 1,000 more to Red, but they have 24 more kills. Plus, just their back caps killed them. Like that, the first back cap they got, they just pummeled on mid, and then they Drat and pay him sneak through, pushing out the second for the next two. Come on,
Raptor-
I'm sure you you can
What's the
comment
sub,
on
right?
that happening, can't you, Rocky?
Yeah, man. So Raptor was the sub for.
Yeah, Raptor not having the greatest game either, although Spin wasn't having his best either. It's always tough on Granary if you're not going ham like Dork.
Yeah, but even if you combine Raptor and Spins, you know,
Yeah,
scores, it's still shocking.
lawless, but Flank Scout if you're not going ham. If you're on top of your game like Dork was, obviously you can go ham, but if you're not, it can be punishing. But Catfish having a lot stronger game there as well. Although he did take a lot of damage, his Ubers were a lot better.
Dork with the 68% accuracy as well, which is pretty great compared to some of the other scouts, I think.
Yeah, he also, like, I'm just going to butt in for a second looking at those logs. Dork did what he did on the least heals in the server.
Yeah, 6 heals, yeah. Well, from
Yeah,
what
not
I
the
know,
least,
flanks
but-
mainly he just flanked in. Like Yui goes down, Dork. That's my time to shine, boys. Casually 5Ks, you know, just Dork thing.
Oh, I think I've realised why Red was so dominant on that map. Catfish with the 45% heals.
Yeah, typical. Maybe
Was he running a shotgun? So
wasn't he? Yeah.
he was! Oh, guys, now you know.
Maybe took inspiration for another certain gamer.
That's the secret, guys. Just don't give heals to everyone else, just give it to the shotgun pocket. Boom.
This is maybe they just both managed to pick their strongest map though. This is as far as I'm aware, another Sad Boys map and another non-strong Roma map. I'd say not your favorite map, is it, Rocky?
No, I've grown to a bit more fond of it. I really don't think it's that bad anymore. I think I'm not sure. We'll just have to see how it works for these Romas because I'm not entirely experienced.
I wouldn't
with
imagine it's the strongest pocket like Ubering map, especially compared to Gran though.
No, this is a pretty shocking map for the raid boss pocket. You have to run gunboats here.
Fight over blue team as well.
Blue's faster, isn't it? Or cooler or something.
I don't know. Us Brutalix, mate.
We'll have to get Glenn in here. Oh,
Glenn?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here he is.
He's in.
Speaking of the devil.
Time to sort it out. Yeah, but yeah, I think the main swap is just they managed to contain Yui. Like we said earlier, they contained Yui. Yui was dead a lot of fights, so let Dork roam free and Pame get behind. Just open up so much space. Let Catfish and Wigan do their thing. Well, yeah, I wouldn't say contain. They kind of...
It felt like Yui stuffing up more than...
Yeah, Yui just going for too much, maybe. And maybe trying to say, I'm the big Roma, I do what I want, and not working out for him. Like he did on Process, because on Process it would have worked. He was top frag by like 4 kills, top damager. He did do solid damage, he just couldn't convert. Maybe he just needs to work with his partner a bit better, get his scout to clean up. Maybe.
Yeah, I really haven't seen him play with his partner on the flank pretty much all throughout that game, I don't think.
Yeah, but well, from what we've seen, anything could happen on this one. Although I think a lot of it was just like they cleaned up their mids. Like their mids were a lot better. They weren't over aggressive. They played smart, took positioning. Rather than Pame is, I'm the best player, I'll jump in and frag and die.
I wouldn't be surprised if Pame was one of the main reasons they won that game though. Like his presence was crazy.
Pame was the one that was killing Yui, wasn't he? He managed to frag Yui a lot. He didn't die every mid.
He's also getting a lot of backups and forcing rotations in many other ways. Yeah, I would definitely say that.
I think whole team performance was solid. They fixed up their problems from the last map, had solid, much better Ubers, like they weren't just complete garbage for a lot of them. Catfish was solid. They contained Yui.
Yeah.
And Dork had some fun on the flank. Now they finally swapped teams. Salt Free still on, or back on red, I'd say. Hopefully we'll see another ready up. Hopefully we'll have no more pauses this map. Bit sick of the pause.
Yeah, I agree. It's amazing how much a map can influence an outcome just by how much players are familiar with it, or teams, or how classes work on such a map.
Speaking of familiar maps, hopefully or unfamiliar maps, better remove Reckoner, please. That's all really I'm going to say on that one. Some pretty typical maps though, like Process, Snake, Gran. You'd say are like 3 of the most scrims ones. It's not like we're playing a Reckoner here or something weird.
I've yet to see someone who enjoys Reckoner apart from Demo Men.
But who enjoys Reckoner?
Who enjoys Demo?
Yeah. Terrible people, Demo Men.
Yeah, gotta be a bit of a masochist to be Demo Man, to be honest. Especially with like higher ping. We should be seeing this game go soon. They have finally sorted out the teams. A bit of an argument there.
Yeah, argument. Thanks, you have cool weapons. Thanks, I like your medigun. Such hatred between the team. Probably no more internet problems. Raptor has subbed out though for Spin. Although neither of them are having a huge game, that could have had a huge influence. Oh, and 5, we're going live.
Maybe Spin was the reason they won Process so hard, and now it's back.
Yeah, Scout is a good class, and all the good gamers play Scout, so it's surprising if that was the reason.
Easy. I'm just gonna see which demo arrives fast. Wigan going lower, Lao coming Saw.
I really want to see what Payne does this mid, whether he'll be aggressive. It looks like he's playing pretty passive here, doing the soul. He has walked out though. Yui is in behind, managing to survive. Killing one. Going down to drop, but it does look like Sad Boys will be taking this. No, they're down, just Scouts and Med. Oh, and they separate from Rem, that's not good.
Kind of like another case of the more aggressive team overestimating their advantage and kind of getting away from their medic in such a way where heals become less, and Sad, what's the name? SF just playing the heals and eventually winning the mid because of it.
Yeah, salt free.
Yeah.
Well, I think it could end up. I think the well, the Sad Boy Scouts alive. The Sad Boy Scouts were alive, but no one really played around with them. Like their solis just died too early for the Scouts to be able to clean up, and Payne dying there instantly. That's not good for Salt Free. Going for the Force, even though they were they were Ubering in, really unnecessary for them. Once the aggressiveness of their soldiers has led to their downfall. I think that's a lot of the game as well. Just whoever's been more aggressive is not working out for them.
They don't really seem to know how to play the aggression properly. I would have liked to see a sack or even just a trade without losing players just to reset.
They may have just miscommunicated as well. Payne jumped in for the Force as his team Ubered. Not sure what's happening about that.
Payne jumping in.
Oh,
gets off mini reloaded rockets. Does a ton of damage. Catfish cleaning up with the best weapon.
His team to save him does not happen, and he dropped.
Yui on the flank though. He dies immediately to Catfish. Just obliterated.
If just going point and click adventure to finish him off. Huge pipe, but not enough. And that is absolute disaster for Sad Boys. Huge ad turns into the opposite. They lose mid, lose their. They're not going to be able to force a second, I don't think. Twig might have to go for something here.
Yeah, Red Hawk needs to respect the enemy team and not get forced there, because this is going to be what they used to push last successfully.
Well, they are in a really aggressive position. I'm not sure if I agree with him. He's taken so much damage, dodges the rock. Yeah, I think that was unnecessary. Hopefully they don't waste it here like on Grand. Drat nearly dying. Really aggressive once again by Yui. It does work out. Dork, star player of last map going. Catchfish goes down. He drops him. Why they're singling again? Singling on Ubrad, not working out for them. Red Hawk's gonna die to Yui. And
these advantage pushes just have no grace, man.
Somehow they've turned their full Ubrad into getting dominated. Not planned, haha, says Red Hawk.
They can slow it down, man. It's not like there was a small ad.
They're just getting bullied, like in lobby. They're not calming down. They're just like, oh, players are here, got a frag. But when they don't need to,
we have to go right now.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had 50% ad still when they rushed and singled that Uber. They do have a sniper here though, Dork, looking to get a pick on the med or some frags. They do forces the Uber early. Red Hawk is glad, but the rest of his team doesn't look so lucky.
Yeah,
they should be able to take second off this.
They definitely will. So it really felt like Red pushing into last there, just no heals on them when they pushed in, and Red team not far back enough.
Better there. At least he survived, although the rest of his team didn't. Dork not having the most successful sniping, but he did get the force out early at least.
Big air shot.
Big air shot might get the push going. Red Hawk not actually close enough. I like to see them do something here though. I don't think they should just let that go without anything.
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, they should know they have ads, so they're not really in any danger, so they might as well. Stalk once again on the sniper. Might try and peek him a bit more aggressively than that.
You are right though. Like, the heavy is probably a wrong thing to do just because of how slow he is to push off. When you have this sort of ad, I would like to see... I don't really mind the sniper as long as you can maybe quickly go for a pick and back off, but they're kind of wasted a 13-second
Well,
Uber ad.
yeah, I just don't think they were like ever in the mindset of we want to do anything. Dork does body shot Yui as he goes for something. And
I'd like to see this push. They took a lot of
Pudding
damage.
nearly going down, lucky to survive. And this time, there we go, Payme in for something. Not a great bomb, but at least he tried.
He did make a lot of distraction there.
Yeah, Dork got in pretty far, but there was one person watching him, stopping him from getting on the med. Rem in a good position as well, back at Saw, making sure he can't get bombed, making sure he can't get sniped.
It's not like Red's in a rush though, the score is still 0-0, and they can park.
Now, once again, yeah, their last holds have been fairly strong. They lost nothing on Granary, obviously, and they were pretty unlucky to lose a fair few of those last on process as well. Yui up on his sniper though, getting pounded in lobby. Really good damage on lobby.
This
But
push
they
is
do
likely
manage to
going
all
to be
make it up.
determined by the scopes in this game. The
Yeah,
snipers.
it
I would
definitely-
like to see the defending team have
Or
a sentry
Payme
though as a bit of
over-aggressive,
insurance.
Maybe nearly gets Yui, but not enough. Yui's gonna peek drop down here. Is anyone watching it?
No,
Dork
Drat
is
is
still
not
watching
watching
top.
appropriately. Okay, now they know
Rustickies,
they're on
they
the
have
left.
noticed. Yeah, Yui's not gonna get in there. Needs heals as well. Maybe chance misses the catfish.
Blue just
Really
being let in substantially here, like a lot of free damage.
Oh, they forced.
Huge. And they
they're
forced a lot of
capping.
cap time, that's ridiculous.
Really good play by Pudding. Yui maybe going a bit too aggressive here unnecessarily. He's gonna go down as well. To the snipe. Oh, nice shot.
Okay, well let's talk about that. So, it looked perfect for Blue. They got a force, they got a cap time, but their Uber, and they got a really late Uber, but
Why?
it would seem that the
My
Uber
question
wasn't
is
spread
why?
out
Why
enough.
not wait?
I think
they
they waited substantially, but the problem was the players were too spread out, and the people who weren't flashed just died and took too much damage, which allowed Red to
Was
defend and
Pudding
eventually
up
turn
though?
it
They
around.
only waited like 10 seconds. They had full ad. Yui can't just Payme straight down. And Drat's gonna be lucky. Dork is lucky to survive here. And what was that about?
I don't know, that last bit was really messy, but it
They
definitely
have
seems like...
60% ad and they just miscommunication, lose two. Catfish going for drops him Red Hawk, second time he's dropped his pocket here. He's wasted their full ad.
Control point is being
This is
contested.
really bad for him. He's gonna manage to survive. But once again, it's gonna be 80% ad to Sad Boy.
Has been control point.
Dork is once again on the sniper against Yui though. See if either of them can do anything. Or against
Completely
Yui.
slams Yui,
Dork
completely slams Apple.
point blanks apples. Once again, maybe rushing it. Not waiting for their combo. Bin going down as well. Rem's in a bad spot here. He's likely to get forced.
Rim should be forced here.
Control.
Jump, he does get forced.
Can Catfish jump away?
Yeah, then I don't think they're going to get anyone. Catfish maybe staying in unnecessarily. Payme killing himself.
Pretty worthless Uber by the blue
Yui
team.
going for the back cap here.
Shouldn't get it.
He's going to have to get... Oh, he's going to get it. Kills
Nah,
Dork.
man.
No, they're going to beat him. Justin.
Alert. Our control.
Really sloppy fights here though. It's a lot of salt-free gaming and
Point is being contested.
unnecessarily dying there after getting a lot of kills and forcing. It's basically like a 3v6.
Please take this straight to last.
Yui
Yeah.
smacks Hawk with his escape plan. 2v6.
Control point is being captured.
Yui smashes Dork. They're going to clean up here, putting with the last one, and that's 1-0.
Finally our
Salt
first
Free
round.
once again had everything going for them, and once again one of the teams has everything going for them and they lose it all. And this time Bad Boys managed to just at the right time get everyone down and take last.
Not enough defensive guns by any of these teams, in my opinion.
Well, I think they just thought they'd had second, but then their team once again overextends and loses it. You were going for a huge bomb in behind here.
The safety distracts them enough.
Yeah, I'm going to just go forward, ignore him basically.
Perfect. Yep, that's exactly what you do.
Dork managed to get the frag, the rest of the team ignored him, goes forward and pounds.
Yep, you don't want to get distracted by the jumping soldier, or else He's effectively doing nothing back there, so you treat him as a man down and move forward and gain your position.
At most to deal. Ignore him, just they rush forward, kill Lau. They're gonna take second here. Unless Rem
Or are
is
they?
gonna get his
Blue
Uber in
is defending
time.
really hard.
He's really low, only at 95. They do get a lot of kills. Dork and Catfish both going down. Drive managed to trade. They get the 4th.
Shocking Uber by Blue.
Red Hawk holding for a long time, getting absolutely launched.
They do have a play to said though, the red defenders, so they shouldn't be able to. Pretty bad over by both teams, to be honest. Not really accomplishing.
Well, I don't think it was too bad for
For Rem?
yeah, Blue. Like he managed to hold the point. Then Pame is at last waiting for the backup, so they would have lost the round had they not stopped that.
They probably could have done it anyway because they had the
bit of
player
a beam
advantage.
killing apples. They know he's behind now after he gets that trade. He's gonna chase him.
I really liked how they brought Yui and the scout through the cheese and like flanked the overzealous players who were on the day bridge.
Yeah, Pame maybe should have stayed back and helped his team. He was going for the round win, gets taken out. But Spin gets taken out too, as Sulfur gonna take this point for free. Yeah, once again, Pame's basic backcapping play managed to pull them back enough, make them scared enough that his team is able to just walk in and take the point.
Blue should know they have a substantial ad. But they're dropping players. God, man. Catfish dominating, yeah.
Red being really aggressive here before they get the Uber, and they are going to go in here. They just get their Uber in time, although they drop Catfish. Spin going down as well.
They must hold these doors here, they can't afford to let Red in.
Yeah, Lau doing a good job of making sure that happens, although they let them in left. Twig is absolutely destroyed there though. Dork gets one. Twig manages to trade it out. But there should be a Soul-Free Gaming hole.
Unless these spawns come out now. Red maybe not committing too hard, not hard enough on the point. Yeah, just waiting for the
3v4
respawns.
now. They're not going to go for it, they're just going to hold it safe. Or Dork.
I think Lau saved that. He stood back, made sure the enemy didn't get near the point, and waited for his team to back him up.
None of them really went for the point.
Yeah, you have to.
Soul-Free,
like
both teams kind of just stared at each other next to the point. So much so that I forgot which team was defending for a second. Neither team really cared about the point. They're just like throwing shit at each other in the end.
And the respawn is so close on this map, like you can't really let them do it.
3v5 managed to clutch it out right in the end.
So, did the red minute get out? No, he did, yeah, so it's even at the moment. We see Yuri on Sniper.
One thing about Red Hawk is he does play it safe, manages to survive. Catfish is going to get in here, get out. Red Hawk, third one, come on mate.
You get used to it, Elmo.
Pain fragging on the side though, but goes down and likely just be a reset here. Maybe see a sad boy push if Huey gets up in time.
Maybe, I feel like the red defenders are going to be there sooner though.
Doesn't look like at this moment there's going to be any unless Pame goes something.
Would like to see some off classes by Blue though. You like, if you're just sitting with the standard, you're really not going to get a pick.
Going really aggressive, but interesting that Pame isn't going to try anything. Here we get the frag on Catfish. What do you trade? On you, he's going to go down.
Wow, Drat's so good, man.
Smart play there by Drat, making sure they couldn't get away with that. Maybe pushing the wrong door here though. They should be going under or right. Do get a bomber in, but it's going to be enough.
Don't really understand that.
No, I think they could have just walked in. They should have known the whole team was on left. This sad boys, just walk in right, get in there quick, get a scout on the point, stick here. That's the round. But instead they just try and shoot it a bit. Pame does a shit bomb and ends up being nothing. And Pame might go down here and drop down by himself. He is stuck. He is getting Red Hawk to come help him out. And now they're in right. No, just looking.
It's amazing how hectic these. It's like they're fighting all the time.
A lot of sloppy fights in lobby. Neither team giving an inch of that lobby. But Yui's in. They force the Uber. Sad boy's backing out. Payment's on the cap, gets taken out. Spin as well is in. Goes to.
Oh, who the hell is Catfish, man? He's fucking good.
objective for medic, man. It's a god.
It's always the medics.
And now
Straight in the
Sulfur
skybox.
They're gonna. Oh, it doesn't get the force here. They will now. Drag somehow surviving. Really well played by him. And now Sad Boys really can't do much with this. They are going to try push out. Sulfur not in the greatest spot to hold, all being in Saw, but
It's
they
not
managed
bad.
to get out and
Really
hold the
not a
doors.
good position
Yeah,
either.
Yui gets a good frag on the demo though.
Red retreating.
Yeah, Wigan getting caught out a bit, unfortunate for him. Yui once again really aggressive, he's going to get taken out by both scouts.
It's a pretty rubbish
Maybe
jump.
once again going
I
a
hope,
bit too
I
forward.
hope Red Hawk takes this Uber in very soon because he has a
And
substantial
Red
ad.
Hawk needs to multi this Uber and not drop his pocket to try and be successful again. Paim once again being overly aggressive does do a lot of damage at least. And Twig actually craters from that, so in the end, good bomb from Paim.
Roll it to last, guys. Oh, maybe too slow now.
They still have, maybe if they killed him now, yeah, but probably a bit too slow. I think they are going to try, yeah they do. They are in. Red Hawk trades the Uber. Yui
Red need to get out here. Like I
in
wouldn't
with
be.
the Uber getting
Red Hawk should
fragged,
die here.
swapping to some pocket. He's going to get out into cheese. Yui really wants to take this shit fight and it's working out for him. Wigan goes down, Drak goes down, Catfish goes down.
Yeah.
Really, really good Uber there from Yui, managing to make them take a lot of
Paim
damage
is
in
back capping,
multi,
it shouldn't
I
mean
believe.
anything.
He's not going to beat them.
I'm happy that he didn't reveal that he was capping. Like maybe he can achieve something
Paim
from behind now.
is likely going to back up again here, try and pull him back.
Do the spawners see him?
I don't.
Oh, what a
Yui,
position.
is he fighting Yui?
A bit
Gonna
too
get
late.
a frag here. No, he's gonna get taken
I think
out.
Paim was too slow. Like you was too far
too
into
slow.
the building.
Sad Boys are likely gonna want to go off that. 50% ad and a player. Trying to push themselves in through the cellar here. Not really working out for them, so they're gonna rotate to Saw. It'd be unlikely to get Red Hawk though. Red Hawk, a lot of things to be said about his Ubers, but at least he's making sure he survives.
Yeah,
Not
this is the
actually
most
going for any
important thing.
Wigan pounding Twig, but he's gonna lose his life for it. Huge pipes, but maybe not the greatest position
The
to
blue
be.
team have not been forced though, so basically they've just been
No, I'm
given
not
the
sure. That's
midpoint.
what I think. Like Wigan was maybe the one trying to force, which is odd, and then it solely jumps in and gets destroyed.
Is it Wigan's job though? I feel like it's more on
Wigan's the demo, no,
other.
it shouldn't be. Paim was dead,
Yeah.
so it should be Catfish taking up the Roma role for that situation.
Yeah,
But he kind of
effectively
just waited till
relinquished the
Paim
position.
spawned, and Paim went for it as well as Wigan. Didn't really work out.
Yeah, it was bad. Yui is trying to break the stalemate with the sniper now. He's
Yeah.
quite good at it. Let's see how he does.
Although Red Hawk, yeah, once again Red Hawk living, keeping his Uber. And with 12 minutes ago, it's still 1-0. Edge of our seat stuff, like you predicted, it's going to be a very close game on this.
I would like to see Yuri be a bit more protected here. Like he's so forward without really any proper support.
Yeah, I think
Like,
that's a lot of what's happened. Like Yui's just gone forward, whether he's not set it or whether they're just not helping. Body shot on Paim. Paim's really low. He's likely to get body shot out here. Oh, Yui misses, does get the kill.
like is Yuri
Drak's going
playing
to
pocket
die
right
here
now?
as well, though, if they don't help him soon. Pushing grass, yeah, Drak goes down to...
Red should be able to. Blue should be able to force here.
No, yeah. They're playing it slow, though. Maybe just hoping Yui gets the frag. Wigan's going to get caught out here. This should be a push straight to last, you'd hope.
Leave one scout capping. Get off the
They're
point. You
all
don't
going to
need
be
7
really
people capping.
slow. Pretty unnecessary, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Looking for an Uber top left, or maybe just a Yui poke. Probably too slow here. And maybe the wrong door, maybe just go in right.
I think a
Or just
wise
single
man
straight away.
once said, point before points, but in this case, it's not right. Like, you should really be moving that advantage or else you're just going to face the respawners.
Now they're going right, but unnecessary. Like, took too long, I think, to do that. Yui?
Yui hiding in his little cubby, like Harry Potter. Gets the
Oh, and
medic.
they go for the door. Nice play. Yui hides in the corner, gets the angle as his teammate opened the door, and just body shots. Wigan down. Everyone down. That's going to be 2-0. Nice sneaky little play there. I don't think I've seen that one before. Have your sniper hide in the corner for the angle, and then get someone to open the door.
It is very vulnerable though, if like if they try and stop it, but they didn't.
Yeah,
This-
Red Hawk not happy with that, saying he hates snipers.
you have to support your sniper to the front line, and you also have to really defend against an enemy sniper.
Yeah, I think that was one of the one times where they really did support Yui, like made sure they came over and helped him. Red really forward here, Brad. Kills Rem.
Rin dies
Just
straight
need to
away.
play
I'd
this
love to see
safe.
Red Hawk
to
back
their
off
mid.
here. Like
Twig
Red
is
Hawk.
really far forward. Red Hawk
God.
forgets that there's a whole other team, and somehow Salt3 throw this one to get away.
I'm pretty angry,
get
man. Like
They forget that there's a whole other team apart from that soldier on him.
Pretty
basically
upsetting.
all of them run into the other team and get scouted up.
Rim died at the very beginning, and so the red team like, push up really hard and bring their medic onto the bloody point. But you can't do that because the only
Yeah,
thing
they
that
didn't
the
play
blue
it
team
safe.
care about is when their medic dies is going for the enemy medic.
You were going for a play already. Doesn't work out, but team should easily be able to hold it. They have a fair bit of Uber out here too, about 20%, if I'm reading correctly.
Yep, let's see.
Yui.
I'd like to see a bit of grinding here, like capitalize on it.
Really aggressive from Sulphur. Catfish looking like he wants to walk in. Split. Yui, they're not going to use it, they don't realise. Yui's up on Sniper.
Wouldn't be surprised if that desperation feeling starts to kick in.
Well, 8.5 minutes left here, they might be trying something. They just need to make sure Yui doesn't get away with what he got away with last time.
If Yui comes
Basically,
close, they need to punish him, man, because the sniper is bloody useless if he's
Oh, they're just
being shot
walking
at.
in here. They're in kitchen, just going for the play. Trade straight away. Both scouts are going to get traded in here.
Where there's the rest of Salt Free though?
Yui
Coming
gets
in.
chased down. Catfish is going to die for it though. Sulphur look like they're going to take this point still.
I don't think so, man.
No, not with spawners anymore. I thought they were going to be able to bully them out, but Wigan didn't have the ammo for. And you'd hope that our sad boys with their better spawns would be able to take
Sad
it.
for
Driver
you.
likely going to go down here. Oh, nice rocket from Pame, and Sulphur are really sticking this one out. Yui gets the kill, but they're going to lose this, yeah.
Many of the sad boy players is really low. I would have liked to see Rem crossbow a few of them, just to bring them straight back up so they could begin fighting. Because if you're
Yeah, they
really
didn't
low,
really take-
you're effectively useless in that position.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought they might have been able to like take that one with their better spawns, but it didn't end up that way, did it?
They kind of just milled around in the slump.
And Ram's gonna get forced here as well.
This is
Really
brilliant.
good for Salt Free. As long as Red Hawk doesn't get forced here, Lau's gonna jump in here and force it. Red Hawk using really early again that time, maybe not wanting to drop Catfish.
Do you feel like he did it too early? I feel like
Yeah,
they should be
I feel like he's
not
just,
letting the enemy.
I've been dropping Catfish, I can't. And Twig's straight on the point. Just really sloppy, but it does look like they're gonna win it, or missing the arrow by Red Hawk, and they're all gonna drop down. Oh, what? No! Kill him!
They let him out. Ridiculous.
Why?
I personally feel like the defending medic kind of milk their Uber a bit too much, whereas they should try and pursue the enemy's Uber disadvantage and really cut
Well,
them
they
out.
got stuck. Rem got stuck, and he's like, instead of what can I do to make my Uber good here, he was still thinking, what can I do to not Uber? But like
What
in
the
that
hell?
situation, it was never gonna happen. Yeah, Brad going for desperation,
Yeah.
try and save, but I'm not sure what they were doing there. Oh, Catfish is really bad. Be the grand final here. Sad boys managed to take this round. Door going down again. Pause. Or Huey nearly
Or a
dying
bit
to
of
the
like.
That's a real pause. Yeah, just
Whoa, have we disconnected? Even?
I'm disconnecting currently. I think so. Ah, lol. Server
Oh, it's-
reset. Kenneth, what have you done?
Yeah. The Badmans, man. I imagine that Sad Boys are going to win this push, but I'd really like to see them be a
They
bit more.
can't. The server's gone.
Well, remember we're the STV, right?
Ah, but Pame said the server's gone.
Was their game interrupted?
Yeah.
Like that round?
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
Payne messaging me and says it got reset. That's pretty damn unfortunate for Sad Boys, looking like they could have just cleared it there.
I think it's only
Finish
fair
it
that
off.
we do the entire map again.
Yeah, I think so. Fair enough. How did Red Hawk die there, though? They had full ad. Did they just get... like, they stayed in too long and got bombed or something?
Red Hawk's not respecting the enemy aggression, it's too far forward, got owned by 2 scouts. Honestly, you
Yeah,
should
that's
just give
fair
that
enough.
round
I
to
can't
that
believe
team.
he lived there, though. I mean, they've so far been pretty solid defending, though. Like, the actual last defense has been really, really good. It's just that they run out. Like, when they fight second and they lose it, and that loses them the round. Yeah, I'd imagine so. Yeah,
Yeah.
2-0 Yui this time. Turning his monitor back on. Top fragging, top damaging. Though he has died a lot, going for a lot of plays. Payne, a lot of damage, a lot of frags as well.
Similar sort of play styles, they're both like
Yeah,
quite
very
reckless of their
aggressive,
bombing,
believe in
very
themselves.
aggressive. Yui a bit more like suicidal Pearl Harbor sort of thing, whereas Payne more, I'd say, focused on the objective and forcing rotations.
Yeah, but these stats in general, like, really close. It's just Sad Boys have managed to get the frags in the end of most fights.
Yeah.
I feel, yeah, a lot of it, Red Hawk dropping his pocket has not helped the Ubers. I think that's been a bit of it, just Sad Boys have managed to get the slightly better Ubers and that lets them come out in front. Like that Uber in lobby, Yui just pounds with the Uber and that wins them the round.
He pretty much got a solo and a late pop against that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see
and
how...
Dork not as dominant. Like, he has got a lot of kills, but not as much damage as on Gran.
Absolutely.
Both
Yeah.
demos not doing as well this last map either. Lau doing a little bit better than Wigan, but been more of a good game, it appears.
It absolutely astonishes me how, like, someone like Drak can go from absolutely controlling the entire game to being one of the least influential players.
Yeah,
just
it's
from a
some
map
really
change.
good rounds there, but then just maybe a bit too aggressive and dying out. Like to the sniper, which lost them that second round. Look at your heals too. Maybe they actually did swap him to pocket for a bit.
Yui's?
Yeah, 30% to Twig, 25% to Yui.
I don't
Just-
think they really swapped. I think it was more
No,
just a
just-
situational sort of thing.
Just Yui. Yeah. Gross armor, apparently, I've been told by my sources.
Secondary pocket.
Lau and Wigan, really. Basically the same with Payne, not as much. Like 18% to Payne, 38% to Catfish.
Shall we jump back in, Elmo? We are loading back into the Snakewater STV now.
So what are they going to do? Just like commit again with 8 minutes left, or what?
I wouldn't know. I imagine it'll be something
I
along
swear
those
this
lines.
happened in our grand final, not as like late, but on like Sunshine against Ego, I think it was. I think we just restarted it around from that time or something.
Is it fair to the... Because remember, didn't Sad Boys have a massive player Uber advantage?
Well, I think
etc.?
the fair thing.
Yeah, but still, that's like such a massive advantage. Like, to take that away from them, I'm not sure that's too nice, but we'll have to see what Blue
Well, I
decides on. Just waiting for these players to jump in. Are you okay, Ammo?
Trying. I'm failing, apparently.
They are postponing a little bit for 5 minutes. You just click on the link in Mumble, Elmo, to rejoin.
Didn't work, though.
Copy the
there we
stream.
go.
Well done.
Yeah, don't worry, I got it. Are they having a break? A bit tired? Or playing
Production and server glitches not being too good lately. Might have to watch Capping TV's take on this.
Yeah, that's a good way to never cast again, Rocky.
Wow, that's harsh, mate. Isn't GBJ a known capping TV caster?
He was rescued.
No, rescued was he? Is that how you're going to say it?
He's a rescue puppy.
How cute.
Mitch
Bring
does
him
have
under
the
your
best
wing,
servers.
have you?
I like to think so.
So what are they doing here? Playing with 5 minutes left or something, are they?
Yeah, it looks like they're
Haven't heard from
totally
them.
restarting from, like, they're going to mid with 5 minutes to go, and the score will be 2-0.
Are they going to give them the mid win?
I think they're
don't
just
know.
fighting it out.
Alright.
Pudding wants to get going.
Well, that could potentially be a game changer. I'd love to see a fucking
If
golden cap.
Sulfree manage to actually take an advantage after a mid, like if they win the mid, use an advantage, would actually win a push on this map, that could change like the whole competition. Like it was going from basically Sad Boys couldn't lose at nearly 3-0 up to they could actually lose this now, or at least draw to golden cap.
Yeah, this
if
could
they
be the
lose the
difference. Thank God for ozfortress servers.
Thanks Obla, thanks Kenneth. Keeping the drama up, seeing that it was not going the way we wanted. Destroys the server. It's for the draw. Thanks, Obla.
I shouldn't make enemies with the ozfort admins. Usually ends badly. We're just waiting on one more player to join for the red team.
Who is it again? I've already forgotten who's on their team. Yeah. Right, Drat. Yeah,
The
Drat.
best player, Elmo. The new Elmo. Elmo.
Oh, that's Dork, mate, not Drat. Dork's the 9-year-old
What?
girl for
Oh yeah. Damn.
That's fairly nice of Sad Boys to let them go to mid. Surprised they did demand second off the.
Don't push your luck, I suppose.
Well, I think they're obviously not going to restart the game fully.
Pudding has to
Ram.
go Betty Bites soon. Desperate.
Rem putting the pressure on, ready up or forfeit call goes out. They want it bad. Last 5 minutes, they're keen to get going.
I'm not so sure he's being entirely serious.
No, dude, this is a grand final. Everyone is serious in chat. Didn't you see our conversation? But Drat is in, and we're likely to see it ready up soon. Oh no, they are giving. Obla says Salt Free can get mid for free as per gentleman's agreement. Should Sad Boys choose?
Sad Boys do
okay.
have the opportunity to dog in this situation.
Ah, so Salt Free. I guess they messed up. The bit we missed, Salt Free had taken mid back.
Oh really?
Not sure how that. Yeah, Salt Free has taken mid.
Let me guess how it happened. Blue spent way too much time capping the
Yeah,
second.
Blue
It was like
spent
8
way too
people.
much time. Someone ran in and died before they Ubered. They Ubered, messed up, and got pushed back. Sounds about right.
Points before point, eh? Just like, you don't need that many people capping. After like 3 people on the point, I believe it becomes almost negligible, the additional hits. And we're gonna start now. Let's see what happens.
Gosh, they just said they were giving the mid, didn't they? So, they
Yeah.
started at 5, they're just going to give them mid. And then, I assume Soul Free will try and push in before they get Ubers, you'd hope. Like, with 5 minutes left, you'd think they'd go for that. Or maybe, if they build hard,
I
they're
would
just
have
gonna
loved
get...
to see like a spy here from Red or something really unexpected, because
Yeah.
Blue are just preparing for a standard defense.
I agree with an analyst, you're saying they should go on NG.
The Blue team?
Yeah, go on
would've been
NG on
brilliant.
second, why not? Playing at
Sure.
4:25 apparently, off
We
they
had
go.
Manus doing it.
Both teams. They're actually building really quick here. Way before Red Hawk.
Catfish going for a sack? No, it shouldn't work out for him.
Oh, and Pame, not even close, actually was the bomber. Not really close though. I can't imagine Sad Boy's going to go for too much. Yui maybe? No, he backs out. Yeah, they're just going to wait this out. They have the advantage, they don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
Catfish here is really aggressive though. Trying to
He has to though, man. He has to look
Yeah,
for an
have
opening.
to look for anything. Really
They
need
spent a
this
lot
round
of time
to-
just getting to that.
Maybe just gonna go for a single here.
We're seeing a
Yeah.
trade right now. Pretty awful for the red side.
I mean, it's not too bad. Oh, he's gonna.
No,
Red Hawk's
because he
letting
shouldn't
his
get out.
pocket die.
Yeah, that
Red
was
Hawk
bad.
runs away. Dork is in behind here though. Not sure what's happening. Maybe he's just gonna go for the backup. He is.
Is it substantial though? Like second does
I
not
don't
cap
think he's gonna
very
beat
fast.
him though. He started. They're gonna come back for him, I'd imagine, or just try and beat him. They're just gonna beat
Oh,
him.
it's gonna be neck and neck.
Nah, he'll
the
be
8
beaten.
times.
Yeah.
So I
8
was
times.
wrong. You do want to just sit on everyone on the point apparently when you push.
Red Hawk not happy with that. Oh, Catfish going down. This might be the 3-0 we were expecting before our accident occurred, or they might just... Yeah, Dork's still behind looking for something. Have they noticed him? Oh, he's just gonna walk and kill Rem. They're doing huge damage here. Twig is just gonna win it for them. Twig's won it for them, just
That's game, man.
doesn't care
Give him
about
his 40
fighting.
3-0.
Just wants to win. 3-0, 2 minute 30. I don't think this is actually... Is this physically possible?
Oh, absolutely. Unless you got like Paulson rolling up. But if you have everyone capping uncontested, you can definitely
Yeah,
do 3 rounds
uncontested,
in this time.
obviously uncontested, but with them fighting... Sad Boys aren't going to let this one go.
These aren't passive bots.
Payne does his process rollout, I could say. Dred's on the med though. Is he going to get him? So low. No, he doesn't manage to. Catfish bombs in. Red Hawk missing his arrows. Will he get at least one? He has lived. He's going for it. He's going for
Hawkeye
it.
huge. Could this
Hasn't
be
killed
the
anyone.
comeback we were wanting?
Oh, poor little Hawk. Laughing at his expense.
You shouldn't laugh at an ex-admin, man. You get fucking banned.
Red Hawk didn't do anything anyway. He's harmless. As he showed in that fight. You know. Yeah, I think Sad Boys at this point know they're going for it, just going for a bit of the meme Uber. Payne just YOLOing. Doesn't work out for him. And in the end, Sad Boys, close map, but they're going to win 3 or 4-0 here. Probably 4-0. Drat playing the best class in the game, but he's going to get taken out instantly. Wigan, last hope, but 4-0 Sad Boys, and that is the grand final. Congratulations, Sad Boys. Hard fought win over Salt Free.
It's astonishing how
Yeah, how do
like,
they go from
influential the maps
5-0, 0-5, 4-0? Like, both teams had the good map picks, didn't they? Both teams knew what they were good at.
like Drat carrying Granary. Like that's a map you hate as
I mean,
Scout Elmo.
mate, Dork carried, yeah, Granary. 29 for 12. Then
Very, very strange.
Second half of our Snake, a lot shorter, but both scouts going pretty big, lots of frags, as well as Twig. Complete nation, basically 29 to 8 frag.
That was definitely the craziest map we saw. Like they were fighting all the time.
Yeah,
There
lots
was never
and
a point
lots
of rest.
back and forward.
No real strong consolidation on the defense of
Hey
all the
Mark,
pushes.
good old rage quit right at the end there, solid.
Yep. Off to make some scripts.
Non-family.
It's a
Yeah.
pretty great game.
Yeah, do we have any interviews where we get our Mr. Yui in or a bit of an angry Payne in?
Do we dare get you in?
Got to
Yeah.
grill Yui about his Granary performance, I think. Yeah,
I'll
what?
see
Yeah.
who I can get. You guys can talk amongst yourselves quietly, please.
So Elmo.
That's so weird though. I can't believe they didn't get any rounds on Snake there. Pretty unfortunate for them.
One
It
thing
really
I
felt
like
like-
playing on Salt Free for a season is they have there is no in between as far as maps go. They either love a map or they absolutely hate a map. They love Granary and they hate Snakewater and Process. So, yeah, that's just the way it be.
Yeah, men after my own heart. Check out these logs, eh? Or the final. I don't really think the final map really means anything.
It was basically just like domination. Like they gave up after the 3-0. Like at 3-0 that mid they lost. They just gave up. There was no chance. And then from 29 to 8 frags, like I said, Twig and both the scouts dominating. Basically. Yeah, just Red Hawk, like Catfish and Red Hawk just disconnected after the Uber and it just like spelled doom for them. After I guess they had to go in for that single, they had to try something after the pain bomb, they didn't have time to do anything else.
Yeah.
It just didn't work out for them and then they just got stumped. And then there was no hope from then on.
There's a lot of ineptitude from both teams when it came to pushing the last. Like, no real capitalization. Like, when you're pushing last,
well, both
you need
teams,
some of the biggest advantages.
A lot of the times just overdid it, like they're over-aggressive unnecessarily. Which, like, they wasted time. I think we're getting Lau and Yui in from the Victoria Sad Boys. Be interesting to see their perspective on the games.
We're filling our minority quota.
Welcome, Yui and Lau. How do you feel about that one?
Hi, man. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Yeah, say hello, Lau. Yeah. So I have a question. Well, what happened on Granary, Yui? Simple victory on Process turns into a nightmare on Granary.
We don't actually we're just really bad on Gran. I just don't know how to call.
We saw you getting picked off a few times, mate. What was that about?
Nah, dude, it's not my fault.
Too much PUBG, not enough MG.
Nah, I think it's just that we don't have any experience in Granary. We don't scrim it, and I don't know how to main call for shit on it as well.
What's it like main calling as the Roma Yui? Like, surely a lack of information leads to sometimes pretty disastrous results.
It is kind of hard to rely on my team due to obviously, like you said, me not being able to see anything, but I kind of just have to trust them and call, I guess.
Yeah.
That's how we've been playing, at least.
Do you think it's important that you're the main caller, being the most experienced player, or would you ever give that responsibility to anyone else on your team?
Well, I'll be main calling all season. I'm not really sure if I would give the responsibility to anyone else.
Right.
Because basically my goal was to kind of teach these guys sixes at the start of the season, and we all just been moving on from there.
Nice. You have fun?
It was very stressful.
Yeah,
to say the least.
I can imagine.
But I did get 25% kills on Roma. Yeah, we mentioned that. Interesting, our Roma play just take every Uber, 25% kills. Yeah, I'm totally the Roma, mate.
I did not take any Ubers. I did not take any Ubers.
What do you mean? You got like a 4K from an Uber.
I did not take. I might have taken like one Uber, but I never took any of the Ubers.
Oh, but you didn't see the match where Yui played Roma on Viaduct and got the most heals and least deaths in the server? That was a real thing that happened on this team. How do you feel? You should hang your head in shame, Yui.
I got an excuse. I'm main core for this team, and I need the heals. Otherwise, I can't main core. And that's my excuse.
Why didn't you play Pocket then?
He was playing Pocket, yauch. Two pockets.
I feel like...
Dude, you're coming in here to get grilled about your playstyle, Yui, make no mistake.
I don't care. I mean, I'm prepared, you know? When you asked me to get interviewed, I was prepared. But, yeah. I just felt like if I was on flank, I'm really used to playing with my scout Pudding, so... Me and Pudding... Because Pudding was originally on Combo Scout, and we felt that if me and Pudding were on the flank, we'd have a fairly strong flank. Because last season, our flank was... I think like majority, basically, like mainly our issue. So once we switched that up, it was orgy.
Do you feel like Yui, that Granary being such an isolated map in terms of like the flank and the core side of the things really influence that sort of score? Like you're really far away from a lot of information, a lot of areas in Granary, and that kind of led to you guys losing it so badly.
It could be, but I'll just be honest. Like I said before, I have no idea how to play Granary as like a team thing. You know, like I only
just shoot chokes, man.
Yeah, basically.
Wiggins here as well for team captain of Salt 3. Hello, Jordan.
Hello, friends. How are we all?
Good. It was a good contest. How did you guys feel going into that final map after the complete turnaround on Granary? It was very unexpected.
It was a bit of a giggle, yeah. I suppose like we kind of went into it hoping to maybe take a round or two, and when we got 5 in a row, we're like, hey, let's
not
let's
too
go into
confident then of the final.
Oh, Snake. I mean, it's public knowledge. I'm not spreading rumors or anything, but historically, we don't win maps on Snake ever. So, I mean, the fact that we managed to take a couple of rounds was rad. Well, sorry, we didn't even take a couple of rounds.
We thought
we
were
came
going
close
to. It was
in
a
a couple
good
of
game,
rounds, is
fair
what I
enough.
should have said. And you know, such is life with the technical issues when we had a bit of an advantage. I'm not saying that would have turned it, but you know, it's always a shame. And then cheers to Yui and the boys for letting us have mid. It's a bit of a gentleman's agreement. Appreciated, but you know, we all felt pretty good going into it. You know, we haven't played in a week and a half, any of us, so to go in and even get a map was like, we're pretty stoked, really.
Jordan.
Yes?
Just quietly, how come you had a downgrade medic playing?
Harsh, mate. It's the Red Hawk Premier Division medic and Best Med Div 2. How dare you?
That's bad.
No, he actually played quite well tonight, and he's been helping out a bit this season. We've had a lot of roster issues.
I know, I've played 2 of your officials.
Yeah, I am also aware of this. No, I suppose like I've moved house and got a job that I'm working pretty hectic shift lines and stuff, so James has kind of stepped in on Catfish to help organise things, and we've been a bit short on players and only playing matches this season. But I mean, I suppose to make the final, we were stoked with that because we didn't think we were going to for a while. So cheers to everyone that I suppose stepped up and jumped in, and that was Hawk tonight because Mink was unavailable. She's too busy hanging out with Catfish in Melbourne. So, you know, priorities, I suppose.
Or lack thereof.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, what's a relationship really? Like you gotta date the game if you want to get anywhere. So that's what all of us do, except for her, because she has a real life.
Oh, fuck that. Spin. You got to play about 10% of that match. What are your thoughts?
I hate my internet.
That's
Welcome
fair
to
enough,
Australia,
mate.
right?
I had 600 ping early today. Didn't think I'd be able to cast from lagging out. Yeah, there was a lot of lag problems. Dork had a few as well, I saw.
Yeah, Dorks, yeah, it was chronic tonight. And Drat as well was playing on like 200 ping for the whole first map. Everyone, it was just, not good times.
Not a great night for Aussie internet.
You too, Lau, I think.
Wow, crash there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just, because of the pause, my HUD didn't work, so I had to reload Husky and it ended up crashing my game.
Solid. You nearly made us start talking about our favourite colours, Lau. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel pretty proud, actually. Got you that boy started talking about colours.
You lost.
Have any other questions you want to ask, Rocky?
Well, we're gonna do one for Lau, right?
You don't have to.
I don't think Lau had his happiest night after his comments in Twitch chat, so he can sit there
bullying you.
seething in anger despite winning. Not your class? Why's that?
It's my first season as demo, and
I thought you did pretty well. You were solid all night.
You crushed it in our div, dude. Like, not down talking any of the other demos. I mean, there was some other form in the works, but no, you played really well for your first season on demo, dude. No stress.
Cheers.
Yeah, I think your last defenses were really impressive, buddy. Direct at Lau, although Wigan, you did well as well. Okay.
Yeah, cheers, my dude. Nah, in all honesty, other than on Gran, which I think as you said maybe you guys hadn't played as much, but it's a map that, like, out of the three, we don't play Process or Snake, but we do play Gran. So I don't know, our mids, I felt like we got a bit more room on
your,
you.
your mids were definitely stronger.
Could easily lock you out on that one, Lau. But on the other mids, like, I just didn't really have an answer for you, to be honest.
It's fine.
I was told there'd be awards after the game, Yauch. Where's that at, mate? Get him going.
Yauch is no longer an ozfortress admin.
He was told. He has the inside knowledge. He did them yesterday. I was told to expect some tonight.
I can, as an ozfortress active admin, tell you that I have no idea, and we should point the finger at Clem.
I blame Clem as well.
But no, they should be up. They're all typed up and ready to go. They just
Jordan, I actually have a prepared statement about this because I'm more on top of this than you are as an active admin. Thank you.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
No, I've been looking at them. I know they're all ready to go. I've checked that you boys are doing your jobs.
Yeah, and what I was going to say is expect the news posts up for all three grand finals with best in class awards over the weekend, over the course of the weekend, so we don't dump the ball out there at once and everyone gets their time in the spotlight. But yeah. Oh
well, there you go. I wasn't informed of that. I apologise.
Fair enough. Disappointing, but fair enough.
Yeah, that's right, boys. The insider goss, if you want, if you can pay my price.
I'll just assume until they announce then that Yui didn't win Best Roma or MVP.
I don't know. It's a tough one, that one, at the end of the day.
I'd give it to Pam, honestly.
Yeah, I'd say so too. Dominated on Granary. Easiest victory of his life.
Pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, Yui best.
Most heals or what?
Best most heals, yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just telling you guys that if you guys ever try to main call on Roma, you guys will understand.
But you played pocket, that's why you're winning Best Pocket.
That's exactly what happened. You didn't main call on Roma.
There's a threshold, you see.
New meta.
Alright, before this gets any more degeneracy, I think we'll wrap it up. Elmo, do you want to do the honours and go down the list for shout-outs?
Nice. I will start with myself. Shout out to the admins and everyone at Intermediate. A solid final. Thanks for letting me cast despite me knowing nothing about it. Have any shout outs, Lau?
Shout out to the Achievement Out of 5 boys. Shout out to Rem for missing all his arrows on me. Shout out to Meowie and Wolf, the people who were in the Open Grand Finals, for being good friends, I guess. And shout out to my IRL friends who are watching the stream.
You have anything, Rocky, for us? Any shout outs?
Shout out to Capping TV for actually properly covering this grand final of Intermediate.
Solid, mate.
Give it to Spin.
Yeah, Spin, got any?
Shout out to the whole of Sad Boys, Seraph, my waifu, Yauch, Miko Lash, Coffee, Choppy, Miramu, and Chubbs.
Wigan.
Shoutouts to Sad Boys for a good game, good season. Salt Free, good game, good season. The admin team always doing their bits in the background, and to you boys for casting, It's always appreciated when you put in the effort.
Do we get paid?
You have any Wiethoofd? Anything for us? Josh, got any, mate?
Yep, I've got 4. First off, shout out to T-Sift, me and Red Hawk represent. Shout out to youtube.com/thewigan, sus is Dinks, This Week in Dinks, all that good stuff. Shout out to my new Open team that I'm playing on with most of my Prem team from last season. We're going to go into Open, and whoop whoop, Jake.
Yui to finish it off.
Shout out to my team for the very stressful season. Shout out to Rem for missing all his arrows on me and when I needed it most. And shout out to Gio and Jono.
Alrighty, that'll
Let's
do
get outta
us here then for the intermediate grand final, and that is the last match of season 19 for ozfortress actually, so thank you very much everyone for coming out. We had some good viewership tonight. Thanks to Elmo and Rocky for casting and Wiethoofd on production. We will see you next season, guys.